Watch Les, the shop owner, and an angry customer have a loud and dramatic fight in the pawn shop. It's intense and filled with a lot of yelling and arguments.
My receipt. My man wants to know what I've been doing with my money. Can I get
I don't know what you've been doing with your money.
Les hilariously negotiates over home decor, turning it into a Detroit-style showdown of insults and laughs, leaving everyone confused and scratching their heads.
Has to get out of here.
Experience the chaos as a sweaty man in a shark costume demands $800 at a pawn shop, leaving the bewildered staff grappling with his bizarre requests.
And I got my TV out of time. Okay. They didn't give me a receipt, and I need the receipt. We don't give out receipts. What you mean you don't give out receipts? Every time I do business with y'all always give me a receipt. When we give you your item, that's your receipt. That's proof that you paid to take it out. The thing is, I need this receipt to show what I spent my money on.
We do not give you a receipt because we didn't sell it to you. That's been the policy of the store for over 30 years. This is not retail. It was already their item. I'm giving it back to them. Period.
I need a receipt. My man needs to know that my money on it. You sitting there looking up. We don't give out receipts.
Ashley meets Lisa, who claims they're old pals from the pawn shop world. Ashley's face is a mixture of confusion and amusement as she tries to recall Lisa from the past. It's like a game of memory gone wrong, with Lisa insisting that they're besties while Ashley's scratching her head, wondering if she's entered the twilight zone of pawn shop encounters.
Like instant unconditional love for me. She doesn't know me. I'm coming.
Lisa's affection for Ashley kicks into overdrive, leaving poor Ashley feeling like she's in an episode of a pawn shop soap opera. Lisa's suggestion of exchanging numbers adds a sprinkle of awkwardness to the mix, like a sitcom scene gone awry.
I do like you.
No, you lied.
Lied to you. I mean, it's just a suggestion.
Ashley gives into the madness, agreeing to pawn Lisa's chain with a smile plastered on her face. It's the kind of absurdity you can only find in a pawn shop where deals are made amidst deliberations of unconditional love and compliments about dental hygiene. And the scene.
So,
How much did you get on this?
I get last time 120.
Okay.
Bizarre encounter unfolds as a man dressed in a sweaty shark costume barges into the pawn shop demanding $800 for the costume. Identifying himself as Les, the man claims to be a professional mascot by day and a dancer by night, specializing in hyping up crowds for shark fights. His erratic behavior and peculiar demands leave the staff bewildered and grossed out, especially when he tries to persuade them to try on the costume despite its unpleasant odor.
I need my money.
What?
Hi, I'm Les. How are you?
I've been better. It's about 100
What's your
degrees,
name?
I'd say. Greg.
Hey, nice to meet you. This is Ashley.
Hi.
You've been dressing up like a shark. Is it what you do for a living?
Yeah, I'm a professional mascot during the daytime. At night, I'm a dancer. Shark fights.
Shark fight.
I've never even heard of what this guy was talking about. This thing, it just brings out the $800. That's all I want.
This guy is so bizarre. So
Try it on. Real quick. Try it on.
smells.
It does. How do you know it smells if it's
I
not
can
on you?
smell it.
It does smell.
Oh, boy.
Les persists in his demands, insisting that the costume is unique and irreplaceable, despite comparisons to generic Halloween costumes. To demonstrate its allure, he persuades an employee named Rick to try it on, claiming that it'll make him feel empowered. But then something strange happens. Another worker interrupts, reminding Les of an earlier deal and pushing him to speak with his father. The customer becomes more hostile and threatens the crew with horrific imagery as tensions rise.
No, you can't get this in a Halloween. Does this look like a Halloween costume? There's only one of these in the whole world. $800. Hold on, you're missing something, dude. You're missing the speedo.
Oh my God.
When a customer's actions become intolerable, a tumultuous altercation ensues, setting off a dramatic sequence of events. The crew doesn't know what to do with the sweating half-naked man because nobody really wants to touch him. The staff ultimately gets Les to leave after a lot of berating and threatening, but not before one last round of obscenities and threats. Ultimately, the customer storms off, leaving behind his costume as a bizarre reminder of the chaotic encounter.
Nobody knows what to do because nobody really wants to touch this sweaty, scrawny lunatic.
Come here, I'll talk to you here. Come here.
Thank you.
Come here.
Don't
Left Fist Hospital, right Fist Cemetery. Which one you want?
pick it.
You pick.
You pick
I
it,
beat
mother.
up your side.
Pick it, mother.
Do it.
Hey.
Hold on to your seats because this next guy is about to unleash some of the rarest goodies on the market.
5, 6.
Brace yourself. Talk about a lucky break, huh? This guy managed to gather all these valuable items from various. But wait, it gets even better. He pulls out this kit from Paramount Studios, which is a seriously impressive piece in his collection. I kid you not. This next guy just pulled up with a true gem.
Checker taxi cab. I don't know about the original miles. Meter still.
Can you even fathom it? It's none other than a 1982 checkered cab. Whoa, now that's what I call antique. Take a gander at this beauty. It's in remarkable condition. It's evident that the owner showered this car with lots of love and care. Kudos to him.
Did you call for a cab? Did you call for a cab?
Now, hold on to your hats because there's more to this story. Our daring duo, Les and Seth, decided to peek under the hood. Lo and behold, their jaws dropped.
Look at that thing purr. Don't you lose money because you get there quicker? And it all goes...
The engine looks splendid, almost brand new. How cool is that? But wait, there's a fascinating tidbit about this cab. Back in the day, they used to write the rates right on the taxi door itself. Talk about genius. This way, the rates were fixed, making it easier to attract customers. It's a shame we don't see this kind of thoughtful detail nowadays.
The door. Did you see the rates on the door?
Yeah, I did. The shut up one is one I like.
And guess what? This car enthusiast doesn't just have one of these incredible cabs, but a whopping total of 4. 4, my friends! And out of all his prized possessions, he decided to part ways with one and sell it to this very pawn shop.
As long as the price is right and it's in good condition, we can make a profit.
Boy, oh boy, Les and Seth should count their lucky stars. Now brace yourselves for the asking price. This customer is seeking a jaw-dropping $10,000. Can you believe it? Les, being the inquisitive one, questions the reason behind such a hefty sum for what seems to be a mere antique car. Sensibly, Seth suggests that the customer take the car for a spin, just to ensure everything is running smoothly. Perhaps then they'll be able to negotiate a fair price. Good thinking, Seth. Les, ever the insightful one, recognizes that this is not just any ordinary car. It's a masterpiece, a truly unique item. Plus, considering its excellent condition, they can actually turn a profit from it. However, much to their disappointment, the customer refuses to budge below $8,500. Sadly, no deal can be made today. Nonetheless, Les wishes him luck, and we join him in hoping that the right buyer comes along for this exceptional ride. Fingers crossed. Last but not least, we get this other dude who goes absolutely bonkers. But here's the kicker. It's not about something he wants to buy or pawn. Now, you might be wondering, what on earth set him off then? Well, keep watching to find out.
Hey, how you doing? I'm here to buy an engagement ring.
So,
No kidding, this guy is actually here to buy an engagement ring. Whoa, that's some exciting news, isn't it? Les coolly presents a selection of engagement rings, and you'd think everything would go smoothly, right? Well, except for the blaring car horns outside, because of course, nothing can be too easy. Oh, damn. So that's the reason for all the honking? There's a massive truck just sitting smack in the middle of the parking lot. Now, take a wild guess. Whose truck do you think that might be? Come on, give it a shot. It's not rocket science.
Semi-truck.
and then it's white gold.
That's me.
Sir, can you...
Ding, ding, ding. It's none other than this guy. So Les politely requests him to move his truck from there. And what do you think his response was?
Find your place to park?
Oh man, come on now. I'm in a hurry. I can't be moving my truck in this.
Yikes, did he seriously say that? I mean, how do some people not have basic common sense? Did he genuinely think he was doing the right thing? Les is clearly not putting up with it, and you could totally see that.
You don't have an option. You have to move your truck. I'll be more than happy to show
Can
you.
you believe this guy had the nerve to straight up say no? Well, let me tell you, things are about to take a turn for the worse for him. But just when he thought he couldn't dig himself any deeper, he goes ahead and proves you wrong.
Why are you so rude?
I'm not moving the damn truck.
Byron, take over.
Well, obviously he's about to get kicked out, and trust me, you gotta watch this. It's absolutely hilarious.
Move the truck. Come on, man. That's wrong, bro. Next time, parking on the freeway.
This dude should be totally embarrassed about his behavior. And oh boy, he didn't stop there. He just kept on going. And the last straw was this.
Move your truck.
A female customer arrives claiming that her niece purchased a lovely earring from the store. However, upon closer inspection, she discovered that a diamond was missing. The catch? You guessed it, no receipt. Without proper proof of purchase, she hoped to return the earring and secure a refund.
The diamonds was missing, and I wanted to know, can I get my money back?
Do you have the receipt?
No. Do gifts come with a receipt?
Yeah.
No, well, this one didn't.
Ashley, ever the voice of reason, inquires about the receipt, and the customer admits that she doesn't have one. Ashley explains the store's policy regarding cash refunds and, crucially, points out that the jewelry the customer brought in is fake, a type of item the store does not deal with. Tensions rise as the customer becomes impatient, demanding her money or a different pair of earrings.
Oh, cash refunds. One more problem that's really key to this whole thing. These are fake. And we don't sell fake jewelry.
Well, it's gonna be some in here. Well, excuse me, anybody buying any jewelry from here? Don't get no more jewelry from here, because this ain't good.
Hey.
Bobby J, provoked by the escalating situation, engages in a heated exchange with the customer.
I'm talking to him.
I'm talking to you.
Sir, can you help me? Can you give me my money? Can you give me a different pair of earrings? Anything.
No.
Oh, wait.
No.
Your short ass gonna tell me.
Are you angry because your coat's so tight?
No, my coat ain't tight. You so little back there.
I think it's time to leave.
I think it's time for the back.
Ashley attempts to defuse the situation by offering options for resolution or departure. Joe, making his appearance, assists in escorting the unruly customer to the front door.
Finish listening.
It ain't no receipt.
Finish listening.
No.
It's time to leave.
I'm not going nowhere.
I bet you are.
No, I bet I ain't.
This is Joe.
How you
He's
doing,
gonna
Joe?
show you to the front door.
Wait a minute now. Get your hands off.
I guess.
Bobby J's dealing with customers hunting for an anniversary ring, but the vibe is a little off.
I'm gonna post my boyfriend. Tomorrow's our 6th anniversary, 6 years anniversary.
Really?
Yes.
The lady drops a hint about her boyfriend, and the jokes start flying. 6 years? Bobby tries sizing up the situation, asking for the boyfriend's ring size.
So, what size? Do you know the size that he is, or ring-wise?
I thought you was talking about that size. I was like, that is too personal now.
No.
Ooh, awkwardness alert. He gets a little too personal and they play it off, but Bobby's cringing. Store.
Now, I gotta practice now. I'm gonna pretend like I'm close to you, okay?
Oh.
Now, here comes the big moment. He's showing him rings, trying to keep it professional, but the tension is building up. In a bold move, the guy decides it's proposal time.
Now, Tay, we've been together for a while. Will you marry me?
On the spot, Bobby's just hoping this affair ends soon.
Yeah.
All right, enter your 4-digit PIN followed by the green button, please.
Okay.
Fine.
It's declined.
It is not declining. You better,
It's okay.
Hell no.
Things were strained between them all. Oh, sweet mother of relief. She says yes. But wait, things take a nosedive. The payment goes south. Yeah, Ashley messes up and the lady's not having it.
Your ass is gonna give me that ring.
Sir, listen.
Sir. Who you calling sir?
Arguments escalate, calls for Sir Echo, but it's chaos. They can't calm down. Well, just another day at the pawn shop where love and payments collide, leaving Bobby J stuck in the middle of a ring gone wrong.
Who you now?
No, act like a lady.
I am acting like a lady, but she gonna sit there and call me. No, she gonna sit there and call me.
Oh boy, Ashley's in for a wild ride dealing with this lady trying to get some cash for her outdated tablet. The lady's asking for a whopping $500, which is like asking for gold when all she's got is, well, something like an iPad.
Hello.
Hi, how are you? Just trying to get some money so I can bail my man out.
Ashley's trying to be cool about it, like, hey, it's not worth that much, not even close. She even gives the tablet back, and the lady's acting all offended. Like, serious lady, did you expect a pile of cash or something?
How'd you come up with 500?
This is a pad. I should barely get like 500 for it.
And then here comes the classic move. I need to talk to the manager. But little did she know, Ashley is the manager. Well, cue the surprise, but the lady's still stuck on that $500 dream, and Ashley's like, sorry, not happening.
You're not gonna talk?
Where's the manager at? Where's the manager at in this building?
She even offers a friendly tip, like sometimes what you want is closer than you think. But nope, this lady's not having it.
That's me. So if you want...
Who's over you, man? I want $500.
Eventually, Ashley kindly asks her to leave, but what does she get in return? A no, I'm not leaving.
So I'm gonna ask you to leave.
No, mine. Run me mine and run me mine.
Classic stubborn move. But hey, Ashley's not having any of it. She even hands her the tablet like a final reminder and tells her that she needs to go.
You can leave.
No, I'm not leaving. Don't put your mother hands on me. Down. Now what?
This man's refusal to keep his receipt has led him to a dead end, and his only recourse seems to be attempting to intimidate the owner into getting what he wants. Frustrated by the lack of a receipt, he aggressively demands his money back, expressing no concern for the security personnel present.
Got a receipt. If you had the receipt, I could give you an exchange, I could give you something.
I don't want an exchange because it's probably going to be some again. How about you just get my money and then we won't have any more problems with this. But
I don't have any problems now.
Despite the escalating tension, Les stands firm, emphasizing that without a receipt, there's no possibility of a refund.
Not gonna do anything. I'm not gonna do anything.
And you can back off too, man. Like all this security standing around or whatever. I don't give a rat's ass about that.
Well, we don't give a rat's
I want my
ass
money.
either.
Like I said, there's no receipt.
There's no money.
There better be some money.
Or what?
Or what?
In a misguided attempt to bully Les, the man overlooks the fact that security, including Byron the big snuggle bear, is right there.
Bro. You give me the receipt, I'll be more than happy to
Like I said, I don't have the receipt.
And I don't have the money.
Byron, showcasing his expertise in handling such situations, steps in to restrain the belligerent individual. As the aggressor attempts his first blow, Byron efficiently intervenes, not only preventing any harm to Les, but swiftly escorting the unruly man out of the store.
Come on outside. We got you, buddy.
Bring a couple more. Come on.
We got you.
Bring a few more.
All we
Come
needed
on,
was
bring
two.
all y'all out here. Come on.
Next up, we have a customer who came in trying to sell a sword that was supposedly forged by the famous Yasutsugu family, known for making weapons for badass samurais back in the day. But here's the twist. The seller looked familiar to Corey. It turned out that he had been there before to sell a trophy. You'll be thinking what kind of trophy it must be. Maybe some ancient artifact or something, right? But nope, it was actually a Grammy Award. Yes, all in excitement, Rick bought it. But later he found out that it was not allowed to be sold. Oops, I can see a great loss there. Because of that now, they had to be extra careful before dealing with this sword. They weren't sure if it was a legit samurai sword or just some ninja knockoff. The seller is a lawyer and claimed he had received the sword as payment for his legal work. Pretty cool, huh? Some users are even cracking jokes about why the guy was so willing to sell such a masterpiece. One such comment was he must have been scared of his wife's anger, whose eyes are always fixated on that sword. And if she ever gets her hands on it, she's ready to knock him off. Talk about a dangerous situation. Another user said he got robbed? Well, we have to wait to see the actual plot. Taking the lawyer's word for it, Corey decided to take the risk, and then he went ahead with the purchase. Even without having an expert to check its authenticity. I mean, let's be real, that was pretty foolish, right? I mean, who was going to check if the thing was actually legit or not? So they asked the seller how much he wanted for it, and he said $5,000. The buyers were skeptical about its condition, and started throwing offers as low as $800. That's a crazy drop. But the seller fought back, saying every bit of that sword is worth the full $5,000.
If you're gonna hold my feet to the fire and make me pay as much as I can, it's gonna be $1,500. I'll come down to $2,000. I've got 5 of them right there.
The shop wasn't ready to pay that much without knowing more about it, so Corey went up to $1,200. He was trying to get the best deal he could, but the seller didn't budge. They went back and forth until finally the seller settled for Corey's offer of $1,500 just to get Rick off his back for that Grammy thing. After buying the sword, Corey was not at peace and was restlessly waiting for the expert who was out of town during the appraisal. Finally, he got to meet up with Mike Yamasaki, the expert, and Corey explained how he took a shot in the dark and bought the sword without knowing if it's actually worth the money. So, after taking a small glimpse at it, Mike recognized it as a samurai sword and told Corey the history of the sword. He stated that after World War II, around 3 million Japanese swords were taken out of Japan by the occupying forces. In those days, the Japanese warriors, also known as samurai, were skilled professional fighters, and the samurai sword was like their badge of honor. If you didn't have one, no way you could call yourself a samurai, man. Then Mike decided to inspect the sword and took a closer look at it.
This is the proper way to take apart a Japanese sword. They've been doing this style for centuries.
Well, after the inspection was done, the expert discovered that the sword belonged to a super important samurai with ties to Japan's imperial family, probably from the 5th generation. Now, here was the interesting part. The Yasutsugu family only worked for high-level samurai, and their signature mark, like a logo, was detailed on the handle. It's the family crest of the Tokugawa family, who ruled Japan for a couple of centuries. And if anyone tried using it without permission, they'd end up losing their heads, along with their whole damn family. Scary, right? Well, it seemed that the sword had some serious historical value. Now, the big question is, how much is it worth in today's time? After considering the condition, the expert estimated that it can be restored for around $3,000. But here's the exciting part. After the restoration and blade sharpening, Corey could potentially sell it for a whopping $15,000. That's a tenfold increase from what he paid for it initially. So there you have it. Corey took a risk, bought the sword without knowing its true value, and it turned out to be a jackpot. But that was indeed a risky game. But does it always turn out to be luck, or sometimes they just lose everything? Well, we'll see this in the next episode, where a customer from Season 16 walks into the pawn shop, hoping that the shop will take his 1700s flintlock pistol off his hands. This thing is ancient, and looks fascinating for being so damn old. But the funny part, the gun looked puke-colored.
Did you do the amazing restoration on it?
I did not.
Well, let's talk about the history of this gun. Now, the invention of the flintlock pistol back in 1615 was a total game-changer in warfare. But here's the thing. Hector, the seller, had no idea about the pistol's origin. It was passed down to him by his father, and he's looking to score $500 for it. But Rick has some concerns. It's pretty darn obvious that this thing has been messed with. So he decided to call in his arms expert, who knows his stuff when it comes to guns. Finally, the expert Alex Kramer arrived. He's the CEO of International Military Antiques. He takes one look at the pistol and straight up calls it ugly. Ouch! Apparently, some shoddy paint job messed up the gun, and it can't even be opened properly. But hey, on the bright side, the details and engravings on the pistol are top-notch. They got this fancy style called grotesque, with all these weird-looking human and animal shapes. And the markings underneath are high quality too. Too bad the paint on the lock is so thick that they can't even see the gun maker's name. That would have helped figure out when and where it was made. Now Rick's super curious if this thing is actually worth anything. The expert takes a quick look and comes up with an estimate.
I think it would be about $1,000. Once we restore it, if I can get it functional, I think it's at least $3,000.
With that estimated value in mind, Rick decides to make an offer.
So, I will give you $150 and relieve you of your problem.
Would you do $250?
Damn, just $150? Even though Alex said it was worth $5,000. Rick always pulls out the excuse that it's hard to sell, and there aren't many buyers out there. After a short negotiation, the seller settles for a mere $200. I know, unbelievable and kinda unacceptable. But since the gun isn't in great working condition, I guess it was the best they could do. Rick decided to take a chance and handed the gun over for restoration. Will it hit the jackpot or lose his $200? Let's see. After a successful restoration job, Rick receives some surprising news about the gun's value. It has brought back all the original details and made it look absolutely gorgeous. And guess what? It turned out even better than expected.
With all of the engraving on the brass, that grotesque mask came out really well.
It did come out amazing.
But Alex hasn't tested it yet because he wanted Rick to witness its sight. And the best part? If this baby shoots, Rick might get a whopping $5,000. Damn. Well, let's watch if it works.
I got my headphones on, so I can't hear you.
Yeah! Oh, it worked perfect!
So after successfully restoring the item and getting it in working condition, Rick could be making $5,000 on an item he bought for just $200. That's a crazy profit of $4,800. Absolutely hard to believe, right? Someone even commented that Rick straight up robbed Hector in broad daylight. Users are not holding back with their savage opinions. Well, keeping everything aside, this was indeed one of the craziest profits earned at Pawn Star Shop.
Deal with the devil. Here's a spooky one. This might not be your regular Tuesday, because this time, the devil isn't at the crossroads, but at the pawn shop trying to sell his gold for cash.
How old are you? 2,500 years old.
Great. I finally got to meet somebody that's older than my dad. So how can I help you today?
I want to get rid of this gold. I don't want gold. I want money.
I think he's crazy. But interesting fact, people, this time around, you don't have to give your soul in return, but some cash, and the devil's good to go. Here's what happened next.
This guy might take the cake for the weirdest guy that has ever walked through the store.
How much you want?
Tell me what you give me.
I could have gotten $650 for this stuff.
Can't do it. Give me $650.
Les hasn't ever made a deal with the devil. But this time around, he's willing to crack this one, being ready to outwit even the Mark Trickster.
You want 610?
I'll take $650.
I can't give it to you.
I guess we don't have a deal.
We got this livid customer going on a rant at the pawn shop, claiming he's been waiting for 2 hours.
Been here for 2 hours, man. Then they got 11 windows. You got two working. How you doing? I'm finally here, you know what I mean? I've been in the line for like 2 hours.
He managed to get his HD in, but Ashley, the cool and collected employee, is keeping it professional.
You'd get out of here a lot quicker if you
Hold on,
signed
what is
it.
this? What is this?
What is what?
This ain't what he told me he was gonna give me.
What did he tell you he was gonna give you?
The guy's expecting $400, but Ashley's like, nope, you're getting 110. Our furious friend throws a threat like he's gonna crack heads.
You're not getting 400, you're getting 110.
Okay, well, you can't give me my 400.
Sign that, and
I'm
then I'll
not
give you your
saying
money.
You know what?
Sir.
See, you the type of motherfucker I've been caught outside and cracked you upside your head.
Not cool, right? The folks at American Jewelry and Loan aren't vibing with that. Ashley's had enough, lays down the law, and says, respect or no money for you.
Listen here, I'm a
Go
pimp.
out front and get your back. Go
I'm a real
out
pimp.
front
I'll
and
put you
get
on.
your back.
I will put you on.
Go
Hold on,
out
you don't gotta
front
walk
and
up on
get
me.
But this dude, he's got some wild stories talking about women on the street doing things for him.
Get your
You're gonna talk to me with some respect. I got more women on the street out here hustling, doing things for me every night, every.
Well, security's on point, keeping him at bay while he's still talking big. Y'all can't kick me out of here. Oh boy, someone's day at the pawn shop just hit a speed bump.
Off this motherfucker, man. You feel what I'm saying? I know you just doing your job, big dog, but I drive with BMW.
In another scenario, a woman, believing her husband pawned her $5,000 wedding ring due to financial struggles, approaches Ashley seeking its return.
I was doing my husband's laundry this morning, and I pulled his wallet out. There's a pawn slip from you guys. So I put it back in his wallet.
However, lacking a pawn ticket or any proof of ownership, the situation becomes complicated. Ashley, empathizing with the woman's plight, requests a police report or any documentation to validate her claim. The woman refuses, adamant about not involving the police, and tensions flare.
I get why he did it. I just want to come in, pay for it, and get my ring back.
Did you make a police report?
No, I didn't make a police report. The hell am I going to make a police report for? I'm not going to call the cops on my husband. I'm coming to you to get my ring back.
Facing an impasse, Ashley is compelled to ask the woman to leave. The exchange becomes heated, and Ashley insists on her departure, prompting the customer to leave the store.
Your butt out here and you assist me out. Please, bring it. That's all I want is my ring. That's it. It isn't that hard.
Take your pretty little feet, walk your pretty little legs out of here.
You are nuts. Just go back there and give me my. How hard is it? You can't just go back there and type in a name?
Do you shut up for a second?
Never shut up.
Get the hell out of here.
No.
It's time to go.
Up yours.
We've got this customer dealing with some money woes and trying to hustle up a quick $100 by pawning his stuff. Issues that needed solving post-haste.
I'm trying to get all my stuff out. So, what are you looking to do with that? I'm looking to get $100 for it to help me out.
But here's where the plot thickens. The guy's asking for a Benjamin, but all Seth and Les can dish out is a humble $10.
the hell is that gonna do for you?
$100 will help me move my out. It'll feed my dogs if I have to, wherever I find.
Our seller buddy thinks that $10 isn't gonna cut it for his grand plans, like moving out and feeding his dogs. You know, fair enough, but that's the best they can offer. He tries to haggle for $50, but Les shuts it down, giving him a reality check. That's all Seth and Les can offer.
What the do you mean it's gonna be a good start? The $10 isn't gonna be. Why couldn't you do 50 for this?
Now, here's where things take a wild turn. Instead of just taking the tenner, our friend gets all sassy. Les, not one to take disrespect, drops the cash on the counter, and you won't believe what happens next.
Disrespecting me, trying to hand my back to me. I'm not having that. No. Are you kidding me right?
The guy refuses to pick up the cash, calling it disrespectful.
Or to do this, that's disrespecting you.
What the is your problem?
Les, not having any of that nonsense, lays down the law. Pick up your money or hit the road. But our stubborn friend goes all,
Pick it up. You want to treat me like a bitch? You're going to be the bitch. Pick my up. Pick my doll up. Are you insane?
This dude walks in with a ring, wants an appraisal, but little did he know his wife was about to unleash some serious drama. Ashley's just trying to do her job, and suddenly, bam, it turns into a full-fledged soap opera.
Right here. I also wanted to know how much you guys will give.
This dude is literally sweating bullets, and his wife ain't having any of his nonsense. She calls him out for pawning her ring without telling her.
What are you doing? He wanted an appraisal on this ring.
On my ring?
I'ma go grab me some popcorn, cue the drama.
Bull. Why'd you take my ring? You're a liar. You needed bike parts and didn't have the damn money. And all of a sudden you got my damn ring.
Oof, she slaps him not once, but twice. Ouch. Ashley's just standing there probably thinking, what in the pawn shop drama is going on here?
Once. Wanted to know how much it was worth, that's all.
Why'd you take my ring?
I gotta say, no need for security here, the wife's got it covered. She demands to know how much the ring was worth, and the poor guy's just apologizing left and right. The drama here is so intense, it's like a reality TV show unfolding right there on the spot.
Couple reaches home.
And I am dumbfounded.
You're a idiot.
Well,
Yeah,
he's
it's
the one that
hers.
gave it to me.
That's hers.
Just give him the ring. Thanks.
Okay, hold on. This customer's on an entirely different level. Picture this, she walks into the shop wearing the coat that she wants to sell. Classic Shannon move, am I right?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm Shannon.
Hi, Shannon.
How much would you give me for this?
How much you want?
At least 1,000.
Les asks her how much she's looking for, and Shannon's like, at least $1,000. Les throws out a cool 100 and she loses it, saying she wants more.
100 for this motherfucking coat? I want more than 100.
But she claims the coat's made of fox, rabbit, bird, whatever she feels like saying. 8 of.
Ma'am,
You got me up.
it's fox.
This is a rabbit, a bird, whatever the I want it to be.
So the guys, being who they are, decide to troll her a bit, and Les even pulls in a fur expert who says it's worth $1.
You gonna give her more than $100 on that?
I'm gonna give her more than $1.
What the $1? Hell. Who the is he?
He's my fur expert.
Shannon isn't having it and causes a scene. Security gets involved, and she's out the door.
Security too?
There you go.
Oh! Y'all motherfuckers don't know who y'all with up in
here. Folks, take a puff. We've witnessed all sorts of weirdness at the pawn shop, but this fella's cranked it up a notch. Check out his wild sell list.
So tell us a little bit about him.
We have Halloween retail stores. This is a custom-made electric chair. There's a whole show if you guys want to see it.
Sure, go ahead, show us.
Hell yeah!
I'm really into this kind of thing. This might be the new feature at my house on Halloween.
Oh, just what we all need. A bedside toy that screams Halloween 24/7. No biggie, except it's art, not like living in a slasher fic or anything.
So we're looking to get about $8,000. Brand new, they're just above $9,000.
And that makes a lot of sense.
Right.
Buy a used one that's 6 years old.
Well, the cool thing about this one is that they don't make them like this anymore.
You're right, they don't. The new ones are digital.
Well, guys, Mr. Ambitious over here is dead set on this mystery item. Heaven knows what his grand plan is, but Les has a style for a bargain.
Thank you very much for bringing
Thank
it
you.
in. We appreciate it.
I'm a little disappointed that I gotta schlep it back home, but with Michigan being, like the #1 state for haunted houses and attractions and things like that.
Looking for a boyfriend. A girl visits the pawn shop on the hunt for her beloved boyfriend. Can you guess where she might find him? Oh, you got it. It's none other than the store itself. Talk about a stroke of genius.
I'm sorry, but who are you?
Just get him for me.
And so what's this regarding?
He's my boyfriend and he's not paying child support.
You're his
That's who I am.
girlfriend?
Yes, I need him.
So don't you have a cell phone number?
Could you just get Chad, please?
I do have a Chad that works here, but I don't have time for this today.
Our girl meets Seth, who's in a funny mood today. Get her ready for a humorous encounter that'll surely make you laugh. It's time for some entertainment.
Come on, grab Chad for me. His lovely girlfriend's here.
Like, I got all day to just be wasting my time.
This young lady would like to see you.
That's not him. Y'all playing games with me now?
That's Chad.
No, that's not.
Then I don't know.
I know who I sleep with.
What? This lady is out of her mind.
Well, apparently, lady, they've got the wrong Chad, so you better take your business elsewhere. Or you've just started looking like a scammer.
It's going nowhere fast. Oh, you're talking about Chad, the tall guy with the waves.
Yeah, Chad.
He just went outside. He's right out there.
Y'all want to sit here and play with me?
If this was Chad's girlfriend, I have one piece of advice, Chad. Run away.
Where the he at?
Watch that. Tressa, the ex-employee, decides to stroll back into the pawn shop with a Rolex watch in tow. Guess what? It's the one her boyfriend paid for.
The guy that bought it for you disputed the credit card.
No, he didn't. Here, I can put him on the phone for you.
Hold on, Tressa. He did dispute it. He's never been paid for the watch. I can give you a loan today for $1,000, but
Things heat up quickly between the ladies as Tressa and the shop owner engage in a fiery exchange. How about we skip everything to the dispute paperwork?
They mailed him a piece of paper to close the dispute.
do you have the form on you?
No, but I can call him.
Okay, so when you get the form, I can give you a loan for the $1,000 on the watch. So I can give you the loan for the $1,000.
That's stealing.
Disputed. It's not fully paid for right now until we receive the paperwork.
You're wrong right now.
Now, let's all hope she can gather her dignity and retrieve that slip to claim her hard-earned cash from the pawn shop. It was time for a little redemption.
Let's do the $1,000 loan, and then I'll be back with the paperwork. Honest to God, you are so wrong. Not a nice person.
That's nice to say to your. How old are you?
Look how you're treating me in front of my kids.
Where's Nikki? The lady has arrived at the pawn shop saying one of the workers valued her earrings. And now she's just demanding the estimated price. What a mind wreck, I gotta say.
Who'd you talk to?
Nicole?
Over the phone.
Yes,
But
ma'am.
we don't see them over the phone. She's lying. Can I see your merchandise while I'm at work and while you're sitting in your living room? You need to come in, you need to evaluate your earrings, we need to test them.
Where Nikki at?
Nikki.
Nicole.
Ashley, ever the detective, was in suspicion mode, attempting to dissect the situation. However, the customer's reaction swiftly threw a wrench into her gears.
Listen, it's real diamonds. All I know is I need my 400.
I'm looking at the diamonds, and I know right off the bat the weight is just not gonna make it. I can do 185.
So what you're saying is you're not gonna give me that $400, right?
No, I'm not, and you're not gonna come in here demanding money from me.
Yes, I am, because that's what I called for.
Well, it appears our lady has raised some eyebrows about her sanity. The idea of consulting Nikki to identify this loudmouth was now on the table.
Where this bitch at?
Excuse me, this is Nikki, and Nikki, she claims she talked to you at 10 o'clock this morning.
I don't even know her. I need my money right now.
She was very confused, but I know one thing for certain, Nana needed to go.
Phone call lady. B. Two older folks enter the pawn shop with 1970s computers. They hope to sell them to fund a trip out west. Let's see if they were able to enjoy the blast from the past.
Got some equipment here.
So how much are you looking for?
About $900.
To be honest, if you bought these new, it's about like $400.
We need more than that.
Yeah, we need more money than that.
What I can offer you is $0.
Zero.
Things took a sudden turn, and honestly, it felt like we stumbled into some reality TV treat. Buckle up, because this pawn shop just got a lot more interesting.
You mean zero?
Most people don't get that aggravated when they bring in like ancient artifacts.
Yeah, people collect these.
Oh, they're antiques now.
We'll take 800.
$0. How many times do I need to tell you? We're not interested in it. Leave the store. I'm not taking it.
Store.
Well, fellas, y'all better just use it to scroll some pictures of the out west, because I probably think that trip's now canceled.
You and you too. Oh man!
I thought it was you, man.
Didn't have that. Put it in the dumpster if you want.
She slapped.
On my ring? Why'd you take my ring?
Well, I wanted to see how much it was worth.
Bull. You're a liar. Why'd you take my ring?
Ouch! Painful lesson learned, folks. Our big boy now knows the golden rule. Never pawn your wife's ring without her permission. Priceless wisdom, I must say.
All of a sudden, boom, punches him, and I am dumbfounded.
You're a idiot.
Have a good day.
Pacifier pawn. Seth, our pawn shop hero, encounters quite the character of a customer eager to part with both a TV and a ring. But wait, what's in her mouth?
I'm Seth.
Oh, you cute.
Yeah. So how can I help you?
I'm just bringing, my TV and my ring, trying to at least walk out with 800.
Let me see your ring.
That's right, lady. Our Seth here wasn't going to crack open with that pacifier or your flirting skills. How about we cut to the chase and look at the valuables?
Her ring was pretty nice. It has diamonds. It's 10 karat gold. Her TV was relatively nice.
You still answer my question. I said what you wanted.
I know, I said I'm good. So, you need a loan or you want to sell it?
Loan.
Loan? About $300.
You want to taste my ring?
No.
Or lick it?
What did she just say? Well, even if the sun rises from the west, I ain't putting that in my mouth. How about we look for someone who might?
Would you suck on that pacifier for $20?
You can lick it. I know you want to.
Yeah, you.
Ready?
In this lively scene, Ashley, a pawn shop dealer, encounters a customer seeking to pawn an item. With a comical twist, the customer explains her predicament, she hilariously demands assistance, unaware of the impossibility of the situation.
Too heavy to carry?
I need the base.
This customer persistently pleads for help, emphasizing her dilemma. Now, despite her persistence, Ashley can't comply due to the missing base. The customer veil. Tensions begin to rise as the customer insults Ashley, resulting in security intervention, and highlighting the humor of the situation.
Ashley, Seth, and Karen to the office, please. Ashley, Seth, and Karen. So I got the results back from the secret shopper. Taking care of this customer. What is the first thing you see? 3 rings on the showcase.
That's not allowed.
Right. So one item out at a time. Now let's fast forward. Told somebody that you'd come back.
I said I'd send somebody over.
But nobody ended up coming over.
Les, the silver-haired Sultan of Secondhand, calls his court jesters, Ashley and Seth, to the throne room. Apparently, he had a secret shopper, Ava, visit the pawn shop, and the results were not the best. Ashley and Seth exchange nervous glances, wondering if Les is going to unleash his legendary roar or just some good-natured pawn.
That you'd come back.
I said I'd send somebody over.
But nobody ended up coming over. Now, how about this one? Wait till I show you this.
I yawn.
In front of a customer?
Maybe that happened one time out of maybe the past 20 years that I've been here.
That particular day.
Les unleashes his claws. He throws Bobby under the bus for displaying 3 rings at once, a cardinal sin in Les land. Then he tears into Seth for taking too long to help a customer, accusing him of being slower than a pawnbroker on vacation. Ashley, sensing an opportunity, crosses her arms and silently whispers, "Uh-oh, somebody's feeling the heat."
Look at how Linda took care of this person.
This would run you $1,700 here.
That's
the best way to go.
Look at how he's showing the television set. In Steve's report. And let me show you who got a 98 out of 100. Karen. Look at the way that she's handling the customer.
I'm so happy I was able to help you today.
98.
Les shifts his focus, showcasing the shining examples of Linda and JP. Linda, the Diamond 9 diva, expertly appraises a watch, while JP, the tech titan, demonstrates a TV with the enthusiasm of a kid on Christmas morning. Ashley takes a mental note, scribbling "Be more Linda, less Seth" on her pawn-shaped notepad.
98. The most important thing that we have to offer is customer service.
You could learn something from me.
A rose near 2 thorns.
Les, I'm just doing my job.
I'm very proud of you.
Les reveals the ultimate scorecard. Karen, the customer service queen, scored a perfect 98. Ashley and Seth slump in their chairs, feeling like yesterday's jewelry. But Les throws Ashley a bone, calling her a rose between two thorns. A not-so-subtle dig at Seth. So Ashley puffs at her chest, basking in the rare praise, while Seth silently vows to outshine Karen next time.
Is there something you need help with?
No, I'm just browsing.
Okay, sounds good. Anything catches your eye that you want me to pull out?
I was kind of looking at some of these watches.
Okay. Something wrong?
Yeah, my phone. I just let my... Did you take my phone?
On the showcase.
In a pawn shop far, far away from common sense, a customer's quest for an invisible phone turns the store into a circus. Imagine a magician's act gone wrong. Now add grumpy customers and confused employees. It's a comedy of errors where the only thing missing is the phone that everybody's looking for.
Look, I ain't crazy. Damn it, I just laid my phone there. Yo, you better get off because get the manager. You
Another customer in the store. You have got to get out.
So please, listen.
As chaos reigns supreme, the invisible phone saga transforms into a slapstick showdown. Consider a scene from a stupid action film, but with canes instead of firearms, and insults flying quicker than a swarm of birds. It's like a sitcom on steroids, with each character competing for the title of most absurd performance.
I'm out of here, yo.
Their business outside.
Nobody don't got time for this. Yo, get this old ass. Hey, what's your problem?
Oh, my
For
God.
heaven's sake.
You ain't gonna need that cane. Go ahead, put the cane down. Chill out.
Thanks,
Gangster,
Mike.
calm down.
Yeah, all right.
Man, don't hurt nobody. And watch how you use that cane.
Shut the hell up.
You got grandkids?
Granddad.
Have a nice day.
Now, as the dust settles, the pawn shop resembles a battlefield of comedic proportions. With tempers cooled, the invisible phone remains the elusive star of this absurd show. And when the curtain falls on this hilarious display, only one thing is certain: nobody's gonna leave with their sense of worth intact.
Hi, I'm trying to pawn this train.
Yeah, we won't be able to take this.
Why you want me to take?
Why are you screaming?
Because I want my mother money. I'm a boss. That's what I do. Get my money.
You're gonna come and get it?
One way or another.
All right, well, I'll come and give it to you.
Yeah.
So this guy strolls in all confident, trying to pawn off some change. He's like, I want $250 for this. But hold up, it's faker than a $3 bill. The drama unfolds as he demands his mother money and threatens to take it by force. Oh man, well, we got ourselves a boss in the making right here.
Where's it at?
Back up. Okay. First of all, that's not real.
What?
Do you want me to let you pawn your watch for $250?
Here comes round two. The guy's still clinging onto that delusion, insisting that it's real bling. However, they're not having any of it, threatening to remove him if he doesn't turn down the volume. But at least he's willing to compromise. Now, will he finally accept reality, or is he going to keep shouting his way to nowhere?
I'll take the $250.
Wow. Changing a tone now.
Yeah.
Want to follow me this way?
Thanks for helping me.
Well, take a look at that. The guy finally got a soft spot and finally ready to see reason. $250? Yeah, sure. Talk about a change of tune. And with that, he's off to his next journey.
This next guy brought in something, and you won't believe what it is.
You want $950?
This guy walked in all eager to sell something big, and boy did he deliver. When he unveiled the item, everyone's jaws hit the floor.
Well, I hear you guys buy silver. We do. That's a Silver Surfer.
I'm talking about a life-size Silver Surfer from the Fantastic Four. Can you believe it? This thing is massive and made entirely of silver. It's a sight to behold. Now, let me fill you in on the backstory. This customer explains that this Silver Surfer was actually a display piece for the movie Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer. They made a total of 1,500 of these bad boys. Can you imagine? But here's the kicker. Is it actually silver?
This is literally just a regular mannequin and plywood.
The customer reveals that this is just a regular mannequin covered in a vacuum metal plastic wrap. He actually got it from a movie theater where he used to advertise. And get this, he owns his own comic book store.
I advertise that, and I own a comic book store. I said,
and that's how he managed to convince the set designer to let him take it home. And the next day, it was proudly displayed in his shop for the next 5 years. Talk about a cool collector's item. Now hold on to your seats, because things are about to get interesting. This guy is asking for a whopping $2,000 for the Silver Surfer. And let me tell you, he seems pretty darn adamant about it. Like, take a look at this.
I want $2,000 for it.
Why?
Ashley, always the one to ask the tough questions, wonders why it's priced so high. The customer confidently explains that outline. It's actually valued at $3,000, and he wants a fair price for it. Oh, and here's a fun fact for you. The Silver Surfer was actually voted one of the top 50 most recognizable comic book heroes in America. Pretty cool, huh? Ashley, being the shrewd businesswoman she is, gives the customer a reality check. She offers him a lesser amount for it, stating that it's the best she can do. But the customer stands his ground and refuses to go below $1,000. That's quite a gap to bridge.
To buy this from you for $500.
But then in comes Seth, our resident genius manipulator. What he does next and how he convinces the customer will truly shock you. Yes, did you see that? He slyly takes out the money, slaps it on the desk right in front of the customer, and presents him with a take it or leave it offer of $900. The tension is palpable. What do you think this man will do?
Take it or leave it.
It's clear that he's holding out for a higher price. Hey, sometimes you gotta stick to your guns. Well, after giving it some serious thought, the customer ultimately did decide this.
It's a pleasure. We're gonna go surfing on home.
See you later.
And walked away from the deal. But wait, there's more. You think Les will let him walk away like this? Les has something up his sleeve, and he does this.
Where I want it.
If you're gonna walk for $50, you're gonna pack it back up, you're gonna take it back.
Well, after mulling it over, the customer finally caved in and agreed to Les's offer. That's the kind of influence Les has, folks. Somehow, people just can't resist his charm. Now, with everyone on the same page, they can all happily move forward. It's smooth sailing from here on out.
The sassy black woman strolls into the pawn shop, her demeanor already hinting at frustration. She approaches Ashley, the pawnbroker, with an air of annoyance evident in her voice as she recounts her misfortune of having her car vandalized. Pawned my necklace, kinda pissed off, you know, some little hating ass bust out my windows of my car, she vents. Now she's here to cash in on her necklace, a purchase she once valued at $400, now looking to squeeze out $200. But Ashley's response isn't what she expected. Instead of a quick agreement, Ashley questions her authenticity of the necklace's diamonds, setting the stage for tension to escalate.
My necklace, kinda pissed off, you know, some little hating ass bust out my windows in my car. That's why I'm trying to pawn this necklace. I paid $400 for it. I'm looking to get $200. What you think? Why you say that?
I just said,
Oh.
So when you bought this, what were you told that it was?
Diamonds.
They're not.
Them real diamonds, boo. I just told you how to piss up. And you telling me that you ain't gonna give me $200?
The customer's irritation boils over as Ashley challenges the necklace's legitimacy. First of all, you're coming in here with an attitude, Ashley asserts, further provoking the already incensed customer. The situation teeters on the edge as the customer warns of repercussions from her youngins in the neighborhood. But just as tempers flare, the security guard intervenes, attempting to defuse the escalating confrontation. However, the customer's retort, claiming the diamonds are breathing, only adds fuel to the fire, exacerbating the friction between her and Ashley.
Okay, first of all, you're coming in here with an attitude.
I don't get.
Well, I'm not interested in this.
Hey, what's going on? Hey, man, it's a nice refrigerator.
Get the out of here.
Come on, refrigerator. You stupid.
Ma'am, when you start attacking another...
Yo, y'all better get this lady, because I ain't got nothing.
Please, listen.
Nobody don't got time for this. Yo, get this old ass lady off. Get my
Campus deal. Buckle up the antiques, guys. We have a man who's brought in a piece of the Victorian century to sell at the pawn shop. Get ready for a blast from the past.
I thought this was one of the coolest compasses I have ever seen. It had brass around it. It was really in immaculate condition. How much would you really take for this thing?
$150? It's an early century antique. I don't believe there's a great many out there.
No matter how much you like the item, our Les here decides to do a little investigation before pulling out the big bucks. And take a look at what he finds out.
There are huge collectors out there. I think I can make money on this thing if I can get it at the right price. He wants $150, and here you can buy it on the internet for $33. I was surprised at the price. Oh.
Oh my! It seems we've uncovered a big old cheat. Now that we know the truth, let's gather our courage and confront the seller. Get ready for a showdown.
I've been doing this a long time. Do I look like a idiot?
No.
How much you have it listed for on the internet? Don't think we're stupid.
I understand.
Come on. No, you don't. Because it's very rare that I get fooled. Here's the way it works. Take your compass and get your ass out of my store.
Refrigerator. Well, well, well. Guess what we stumbled upon? A person. Yeah, a real-life human being lurking inside a refrigerator. Now that's one way to stay cool in a store.
What the are you doing?
I was checking out this refrigerator.
I've heard of this situation happening before. People hiding in trunks, in suitcases, in cabinets. They wait until the store closes and then they rob the place.
Our fella takes refrigerator admiration to the next level by boldly sitting inside. Talk about being a big Ice Age fan, huh? Just cut to the chase, man.
You gonna buy it?
I was thinking about buying it.
Don't you normally check it out by looking at it, not testing it out?
Sometimes.
What are we gonna do, rob us? This mother is not getting away with it. Not here.
Get ready, everyone. An exciting scene unfolded when the store owners confronted a potential thief. What an electrifying clash we're about to witness.
Come on, man. You kind of remind me of like a crackhead Snoop Doggy Dogg. Tell you right now, you take another step, it's gonna be your last step walking.
Were you gonna stay in there all night and come out in the night?
What if this guy is part of a bigger team? I'm worried. I need to figure out a solution and talk to my dad.
Fake diamonds. This thrilling episode of Hardcore Pawn features a woman claiming her niece gifted her some earrings from their store. Oh, let the drama begin.
So there's two problems here. The first problem, you don't have the receipt. Second of all,
No cash.
on the receipt it says no cash refund. One more problem that's really key to this whole thing. These are fake.
Everything got off to quite a normal start until the lady customer was asked about the receipt. Yeah, apparently she was looking for a pass on that. Talk about being delusional.
Two options. You pick whichever option you want. You can leave.
No, I ain't going nowhere.
Second option
What?
is you can get the receipt and then
Ain't no
can you
mother
finish
receipt.
listening?
It ain't no
Can you
receipt.
finish listening?
No.
It's
time to leave.
I'm not going nowhere.
It was like a verbal storm. As far as her reaction goes, well, let's just say it was quite the showstopper. Let's see how Ashley handled the situation.
This is Joe.
How you
He's
doing,
gonna show
Joe?
you to the front door.
Wait a mother minute now. Get your hands off.
I guess
Don't
you're
mother- I'll be back. I'll be back.
See you then.
Little ass baby, he need to go get fed right quick.
Con artist. Buckle up for this one. An overconfident individual walks in claiming to have big cash to buy something. His grand entrance sets the tone for this bizarre encounter.
Let me see this one right here. This one right here. That's platinum. Yeah, I like that one. Oh, now this is real nice right here. I think I could look good when I go out with this.
That one's sharp.
How much is this one right here?
$5.99.
Hold down, baby.
Hold on, folks, because this is one roller coaster of a ride. Our protagonist believes he's holding a fortune, enough to buy a $500 watch.
It's a $2 bill.
Okay, and it's worth $2,000. It's rare to find a $2 bill that got red in it. Now tell me they ain't worth $2,000.
I'm about to go deaf right now.
Oh, don't piss off Bugatti.
This fellow insists that a humble $2 bill is worth a whopping $2,000. Give me a break. This dude better be on drugs for this to make sense.
So you wanna blow my $2 bill up? You know what?
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Okay.
You owe bologna sandwich. Y'all ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying?
Have a good day.
Please have a
Big Mouth is hungry.
You're hilarious.
Real funny, man. Y'all be killing me. I pawn you.
Gift card. In a sadistic twist, a customer enters waving
$100.
invisible phone. In a daring attempt to find the perfect gift for her son, a woman decides to venture into the pawn shop. But little did she know what awaited her there.
I was kind of looking at some of these watches.
Okay.
Where the hell is my phone?
Something wrong?
Yeah, my phone. I just let my... Did you take my phone? Take your phone.
There was never a phone on the showcase.
Well, folks, it appears our big mama's stealth skills might need a tune-up. However, did you see her put a phone there? Not me.
I ain't crazy, damn it. I just laid my phone there. Don't touch me, yo. You better get off because I Jack, you
What's wrong? What's wrong? Calm down.
There was no phone in the house.
Can someone just ask this woman to keep it down a bit? It looked like she was indeed trying to pull a scam. However, this is how she decides to take cover.
When you start attacking another customer in the store, you have got to get out.
Y'all better get this lady, because I ain't got
Y'all,
nothing.
please,
Yo,
listen.
nobody don't got time for this. Yo, get this old ass lady. You better get my mother.
Looking for a boyfriend. A girl visits the pawn shop on the hunt for her beloved boyfriend. Can you guess where she might find him? Oh, you got it. It's none other than the store itself. Talk about a stroke of genius.
I'm sorry, but who are you?
Just get him for me.
And so what's this regarding?
If he's my boyfriend and he's not paying child support.
You're his
that's who I am.
girlfriend?
Yes, I need him.
So don't you have a cell phone number?
Could you just get Chad, please?
I do have a Chad that works here, but I don't have time for this today.
Our girl meets Seth, who's in a funny mood today. Get her ready for a humorous encounter that'll surely make you laugh. It's time for some entertainment.
Wanna grab Chad for me? His lovely girlfriend's here.
Like, I got all day to just be wasting my time.
This young lady would like to see you.
That's not him. Y'all playing games with me now?
That's Chad.
No, that's not.
Then I don't know.
I know who I sleep
Chad.
with.
What? This lady is out of her mind.
Well, apparently, lady, they've got the wrong Chad, so you better take your business elsewhere. Or you've just started looking like a scammer.
It's going nowhere fast. Oh, you're talking about Chad, the tall guy with the waves.
Yeah, Chad.
He just went outside. He's right out there.
Y'all want to sit here and play with me?
If this was Chad's girlfriend, I have one piece of advice, Chad. Run away.
Where the he at?
Watch that. Tressa, the ex-employee, decides to stroll back into the pawn shop with a Rolex watch in tow. Guess what? It's the one her boyfriend paid for.
The guy that bought it for you disputed the credit card.
No, he didn't. Here, I can put him on the phone for you.
Hold on, Tressa. He did dispute it. He's never been paid for the watch. I can give you a loan today for $1,000, but
Things heat up quickly between the ladies as Tressa and the shop owner engage in a fiery exchange. How about we skip everything to the dispute paperwork?
They mailed him a piece of paper to close the dispute.
do you have the form on you?
No, but I can call him.
Okay, so when you get the form, I can give you a loan for the $1,000 on the watch. So I can give you the loan for the $1,000.
That's stealing.
Disputed. It's not fully paid for right now until we receive the paperwork.
You're wrong right now.
Now, let's all hope she can gather her dignity and retrieve that slip to claim her hard-earned cash from the pawn shop. It was time for a little redemption.
Let's do the $1,000 loan, and then I'll be back with the paperwork. Honest to God, you are so wrong. Not a nice person.
That's nice to say to your, how old are you?
Look how you're treating me in front of my kids.
Where's Nikki? The lady has arrived at the pawn shop saying one of the workers valued her earrings. And now she's just demanding the estimated price. What a mind wreck, I gotta say.
Who'd you talk to?
Nicole?
Over the phone.
Yes,
But
ma'am.
we don't see them over the phone. She is lying. Can I see your merchandise while I'm at work and while you're sitting in your living room? You need to come in, you need to evaluate your earrings, we need to test them.
Where Nikki at?
Nikki.
Nicole.
Ashley, ever the detective, was in suspicion mode, attempting to dissect the situation. However, the customer's reaction swiftly threw a wrench into her gears.
Listen, it's real diamonds. All I know is I need my 400.
I'm looking at the diamonds, and I know right off the bat the weight is just not gonna make it. I can do 185.
So what you're saying is you're not gonna give me that $400, right?
No, I'm not, and you're not gonna come in here demanding money from me.
Yes, I am, because that's what I called for.
Well, it appears our lady has raised some eyebrows about her sanity. The idea of consulting Nikki to identify this loudmouth was now on the table.
Where this bitch at?
Excuse me, this is Nikki, and Nikki, she claims she talked to you at 10 o'clock this morning.
I don't even know her.
I need my money right now.
She was very confused, but I know one thing for certain, Nana needed to go.
Phone call lady. This one time, an elderly woman disrupted the quiet at the pawn shop with her booming phone conversation. Oh boy. To Ashley, her voice was nothing more than a symphony of annoyance.
You ain't supposed to be talking to me like that either. Who the hell you think you talking to? No, I'm talking to you.
Ma'am?
You know what? You know
Ma'am?
what?
Ma'am?
You know what? Excuse me, I'm on the phone.
I know, but
You know-
you're
No,
not.
I'm not.
Excuse me.
Hold on. Miss, I'm on the phone, okay?
Okay,
Can you respect my privacy a little
Yeah.
bit and step back because you're a little too close?
What's the matter with you, lady? You're in a public place. This ain't your backyard. You better keep your volume down or take your business elsewhere. Duh.
Miss, get somebody to help me, please.
What do you need help with?
I need some help with my rings right
you
here.
take off your
I'm having
ring?
to- Wait, you just walking up on me like, can you see my rings? I don't even know who you is.
You want me to help you?
Don't walk
I
up on
can
me.
help you now.
Do not walk up on me.
Or else what?
Okay, keep walking to find out.
This lady was probably angry with someone else and had decided to make this pawn shop a stage for her little vent session. Well, here's how Ashley took control of the situation.
Now, can somebody help me other than you?
No.
All right, that. Don't follow me no more. I won't come back in this bitch. All the motherfucking times I've been coming in here giving y'all my motherfucking and this is how I'm getting treated. Y'all.
I told you. I don't know who the hell this lady was mad at.
You.
70s PC. Two older folks enter the pawn shop with 1970s computers. They hope to sell them to fund a trip out west. Let's see if they were able to enjoy the blast from the past.
Got some equipment here.
So how much are you looking for?
About $900.
To be honest, if you bought these new, it's about like 400 bucks.
We need more than that.
Yeah, we need more than that.
What I can offer you is 0.
0.
Things took a sudden turn, and honestly, it felt like we stumbled into some reality TV treat. Buckle up, because this pawn shop just got a lot more interesting.
You mean 0?
Most people don't get that aggravated when they bring in like ancient artifacts.
Yeah, people collect these.
Oh, they're antiques now.
We'll take 800.
0. How many times do I need to tell you? We're not interested in it. Leave the store. I'm not taking it.
Store.
Well, fellas, y'all better just use it to scroll some pictures of the out west, because I probably think that trip's now canceled.
You and you too. Oh, man! I thought it was you, man! I don't give a didn't have that! Put it in the dumpster if you want!
She slap. Our big boy seeks an appraisal for a ring, and guess who he stumbles upon? None other than Ashley, the queen of quotes in this pawn shop.
This ring right here, I wanted to get it appraised, see how much it might be worth. I also wanted to know how much you guys would give me for it, like as a pawn, and then I pay it back.
Okay, when I give you an appraisal, that's not how much I'm gonna give you in pawn.
Okay.
Hold on. The gentleman minding his business faces an unexpected twist as his lady swoops in, ready to reclaim her ring most dramatically.
What are you doing?
He wanted an appraisal on this ring.
On my ring? Why'd you take my ring?
Well, I wanted to see how much it was worth.
Bull. You're a liar. Why'd you take my ring?
Ouch! Painful lesson learned, folks. Our big boy now knows the golden rule. Never pawn your wife's ring without her permission. Priceless wisdom, I must say.
Sorry.
What?
All of a sudden, boom, punches him, and I am dumbfounded.
You're a idiot. Let's go. Right now.
That's my TV. A boyfriend pawned his girlfriend's TV, and now she was on a mission to reclaim it. Looks like he learned the hard way that pawning isn't relationship therapy.
My boyfriend pawned my TV, and I need it back. I don't got no slip or nothing, but I need my TV. He took my TV. I woke up this morning, and it was gone, and I need it back.
He didn't give you the ticket?
No, you can look it up.
I can't help you without the ticket, and if it's not in your...
Y'all gonna do something in this mother, because I need my damn TV from out of here.
Being mad and all that's one thing, pawn shop peeps, but our lady here forgot that this store had a no ticket, no service policy. So how about you keep your volume down, lady?
So he stole it from you?
Yeah.
Okay, so what you need to do is go make a police report?
No, I need my TV from here right now.
Since it's not legal for us to look up somebody else's name.
Look up my TV, lady.
No, I will not.
Don't do that to me.
Or what's gonna happen?
Look, bring your ass out here and talk to me.
Well, peeps, because we've got a show coming, our lady just summoned the Pawn Queen, and things are about to get interesting.
Can I get my TV? I want my TV.
Okay, you have two options. You can leave.
I don't have no option. I ain't going nowhere.
Bye.
Get your big ass off of me. I do what I want to do.
Bye.
Get your big ass off me.
Have a good day.
Pacifier Pawn. Seth, our pawn shop hero, encounters quite the character of a customer eager to part with both a TV and a ring. But wait, what's in her mouth?
I'm Seth.
Are you cute?
Yeah. So how can I help you?
I'm just bringing, my TV and my ring. Trying to at least walk out with 800.
Let me see your ring.
That's right, lady. Our Seth here wasn't going to crack open with that pacifier or your flirting skills. How about we cut to the chase and look at the valuables?
Her ring was pretty nice. It has diamonds. It's 10 karat gold. Her TV was relatively nice.
You still answer my question. I said what you wanted.
I know, I said I'm good. So, you need a loan or you want to sell it?
Loan.
Loan? How about $300?
Want to taste my ring?
No.
Or lick it?
What did she just say? Well, even if the sun rises from the west, I ain't putting that in my mouth. How about we look for someone who might?
Would you suck on that pacifier for 20 bucks?
You can lick it. I know you want to.
Yeah, you. Ready?
Push fight. Two buddies square off in a pawn shop brawl over one friend's attempt to pawn the other's beloved PlayStation without permission. This calls for drama.
That took my PS, he tried to pawn my shop.
Get my money back.
You know him?
Yeah, that's my roommate. He tried to pawn my your shop, try to get some money off, but I want my PS.
He owe me my is mine.
My back.
Hey, do me a favor. We're not gonna scream, okay?
What's happening here? This ain't your hotel room, spoiled punks. You're just creating a ruckus. Y'all better watch that tone and listen to the pawn majesty.
Angelo, Steve, is that his?
This between,
yes or no?
I mean, we just trying to handle it ourselves.
That's fine. Steve, I'm gonna ask you one more time. Is it Angelo's or yours?
It used to be his.
Okay.
He owe me money. What I supposed
Steve?
to do? My pay bills. Coming on, ain't paying. Tell you what I'm gonna do with it. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do.
All right, guys, you probably want to take your business outside because there are some customers here who are not in a mood to listen to your story.
Come take
Can I see it? Come with me. You know, I'm a pawnbroker. I'm not a kindergarten teacher. You guys go talk about it amongst yourselves, and when you figure it out, then come back inside, okay? Until then, I don't want to hear you arguing. You grown men, not kids, go on.
All right.
Free grab. The girlfriend decided to pawn her boyfriend's Xbox, and now he's on a crusade to rescue it. Lesson learned, right? Pawning is such a brilliant way to solve everything.
My girlfriend, she came up here and she got rid of my Xbox 360 and I came up here to get it back.
Okay, you get the ticket?
No. I can tell you her name and you can just give me my
I can't
360.
give you any information about somebody else's account.
You just need to give me my stuff.
But our man here forgot that this store needs a police report for such incidents. So how about you keep your volume down, gamer? Instead, this is what he does.
Can I just have my...
We can sell you another one.
Well, let me just look for one that I want to grab.
Okay, you go that way. Wait, right
what
here.
360 there,
and
bro?
I'll sell you one. Stop right here.
No, ain't no
And I'll
selling.
sell you one for $200.
No, I can grab one for free.
Excuse me?
Yeah, you
can
heard.
do what?
What in the world was this dude thinking? He was running around like it was a jogging park. But hold on to your seats. Big Joe was here for a run too.
Hey!
Get out of here.
Get the out. Now.
All right,
Don't ever step back my
You gonna
car.
make me move?
Get out of my face.
I'm
My
stepping
store. Bye.
Customer flirting. Imagine you're ready to pawn that chain, right? How about using your charm to score a sweeter deal? Remember Ashley? She had a customer smitten with a better offer.
You're the first person I met when I first come here to this pawn shop. Yesterday, I come up here and I got my chain out. Now I gotta pawn it again.
How much you have it in pawn for before?
Oh, I had it on 120. I was gonna pawn it for 200. Do you wanna take a look at it?
Yeah.
Just wait, my friend. What's the plan here? You and Ashley? Do you like BFFs? Now, from where this unconditional love stems, suspicion might be knocking at your door.
I can't find her name in the system.
You sure can keep a woman waiting.
Well, here's the thing. I don't even see you in my system. So you lied to me?
I do like you.
No, you lied.
I adore you.
I appreciate
would not
that.
lie to you.
Whoa, that confession strategy is next level. But hey, reality is the ultimate plot twist, right? Plans in our heads versus the real-time remix don't always sync up.
How much did you get on this?
I get last time 120.
Okay. I'll give you 130.
Okay.
All right, step on over. I think I've got a customer for life.
It's good to see you.
Nice to see you.
700 cockroaches. No shiny metal, no problem. Time for a quirky twist. Snag those cockroaches and hit the pawn spot down the alley. Who knew creepy crawlies could be the new currency? Hold the phone, folks. His eerie charm's catching on.
They are Madagascar hissing cockroaches.
Oh! Ew! 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 Ew!
Did you want to see one?
No! Close it!
Yeah, those gross goodies. He's got his sneaky secrets for that oddball offering.
I was using them to feed my Savannah monitors.
That is disgusting.
How many do you have? If you pick one of these up, they're actually heavy because there's so many of them in there.
I really do believe you.
Seriously, bro, we're talking $1 a pop. Those things are tough to sell, even as giveaways. It's like offering a lifetime supply of, well, nope. You better take them back home.
I wish I had somebody that needed them. Thank you very much. I'm sorry. I bought living creatures in the past. Cockroaches isn't in our repertoire, but the best thing about it, the look on Ashley's face, priceless.
That was gross.
Chicken Man. Alrighty, folks, we've got the Rocket Man on our radar. But hold on to your feathers, because here comes the Chicken Man on a mystery hunt while eating chicken in the pawn shop. That's ironic.
You hungry?
No, not that. I got this for free. I work there, you know what I'm saying?
Do you?
Yeah, let me show you.
Feel free to lay your chicken on the counter.
All right, look, this is what I do. I say I got chicken and finger sucking. Come for a plucking.
Looks like we've cracked the age-old riddle. Why'd the chicken cross the road? Well, to get a pawn shop watch, of course. But hey, buddy, you're not pulling a poultry prank now, are you?
He's eating chicken while he's talking to me.
Oh, all right, look, everything I'm getting right there.
You're spitting chicken on the counter.
That's for you, man. Can I see that right there?
Sure. You see it?
How much this cost?
$1,200.
$1,200.
Check out Mr. Chicken over here. He's likely on a goof-off mission. However, Seth seems to be pretty annoyed. Oh, here's how he neutralized the chicken threat.
Are you seriously gonna buy something, or are you just...
You ain't even let me see.
Dude, now you're bothering me. In a second, Byron's about to choke a chicken.
Oh, choke a chicken?
He's about to.
All right, look. Make a deal.
Byron, want piece of chicken?
You touching chicken?
Come on, man, let's go.
And you know what? You ain't got to touch me.
Angry mom. This mama's boy strolls into the store, peddling his speaker. Seth's deal? Not winning any gold stars. Looks like our dude here is stuck in a pickle.
I got a speaker.
You got multiple speakers.
We $150 short, so I'm hoping you guys can help us out.
Realistically, I could sell you them for about $100.
So what you trying to give me for this? I want 150. What you
selling it or pawning it?
Selling it.
$45.
Mr. Black, you're in for an offer based on your goods. Just a heads up, though, his chat game with Seth could ruffle more scratches than a ticklish itch.
So I can get you $45.
Well, I don't need these mother. They won't give me what I want.
You came in, you want $150.
Damn.
What?
Mama, you
You don't talk like that in front of these people. I done raised you better than that. Now you apologize.
I'm taking my speaker.
What?
Oh, yes! Preach it, Mama! Time for a lesson or two. Junior needs a masterclass in manners. Let's dial up an apology for his bad language.
I can't take you nowhere. It's the whole city without you boys.
What do I pay you guys for? I'm hiring her.
I can't take you nowhere.
I hope this kid learned his lesson.
Right. Don't hit me in the car.
Get in the car.
Okay. Minute paint. Take a breath, people. We've got an artist in the house waving the pro flag and live painting. He's gonna whip up a masterpiece before the big boss, Les.
Tell me about your clothes.
Well, this is all happenstance from what I do. I'm an artist. I do these paintings, and I do them live.
What does that mean?
He paints a 4-foot by 5-foot painting in basically 4.5 to 10 minutes.
Whoa, talk about a high-stakes showdown. This show's seen more tricks than a magician's hat. No crystal ball here. Let's buckle up and watch the masterpiece unfold.
Go!
We're at 2:20.
5 minutes. 2 minutes left.
Oh my God, that skill's on fire! Our paintbrush skills are lost at best. But looky here, Mr. Pro's got his bag of tricks. Here's what Les has to offer.
$100.
If we can meet it up to 500,
I'll go a couple $100.
deal for 200.
Deal.
You got it.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I love it. I love it.
Disrespecting Ashley. This man is on the hunt through the shop, spotting a bed-cum table. He's got a plan for some store-wide spotlight drama. Look what he has to say.
This is a sex table, baby, right?
This actually...
Get your ass over and shut up.
Get off that bed. First
No,
of all.
I ain't getting no.
Get off that bed.
Get kicked in the face. Look, come this way, baby.
Who do you
Come
think
here,
you
sexy.
are to talk to me like
Bro,
that?
if you let me, I'll be slapping that ass.
He's probably forgotten where he's standing. And you know how they show punks the exit. Well, Les ain't having any of it. He's diving in for some sense talk.
You think you're talking to, bud? Back up. Back up.
Take my ass out of here.
Man, really? You don't think so? Here's the way it's gonna work. You don't disrespect my daughter in my store.
Get the out of here.
We go
You're
back,
disrespecting my daughter like that.
Striking a nerve on a calm day. You go, Les! Someone needs a major attitude makeover. Time for a crash course in how not to be a jerk.
You don't talk about my daughter. You understand that? You understand that? You understand that?
I got you.
Don't with my kid.
I'm sorry, man.
You don't with my kid.
I'm sorry, Lester. I'm sorry, man.
Get this off the property.
What's going on out there?
Do not go out there.
Dirty couch. Fresh in a new city? The furniture hunt's on. And guess where you score budget-friendly items? Yep, the pawn shop. Have a look.
We have used furniture, and we give deals. Our used furniture sometimes has things on it.
Why is it so freaking dirty, man?
Because it's used. That's why it's $397.77.
Really? Well, I only got $200.
What's the dilemma here, man? Buying a used sofa at a pawn store and expecting showroom shine? Your brain might not function properly to have such an expectation, sir.
Let me try this out, man. I'll tell you what, my shoes are cleaner than this couch.
Then don't buy it.
Make me a deal. I got cash in my pocket, man.
Wow,
Come on, man.
$200.
Come on.
Did you catch the words he just uttered? Mr. Couch is clueless about the league he's stepping into. Time for him to gear up because less is on the horizon.
Okay, it's time to go.
Come on, man.
Come on. Here we go.
Yeah, come on, man.
Here, come
yeah,
on.
man. Come on. Don't make my. Come on, man.
This is how we do it in the deep.
Yeah. Walk out. Walk out, my man.
Deal with the devil. Here's a spooky one. This might not be your regular Tuesday, because this time, the devil isn't at the crossroads, but at the pawn shop trying to sell his gold for cash.
How old are you?
2,500 years old.
Great. I finally got to meet somebody that's older than my dad. So how can I help you today?
I want to get rid of this gold. I don't want gold. I want money.
I think he's crazy. But interesting fact, people, this time around, you don't have to give your soul in return, but some cash, and the devil's good to go. Here's what happened next.
This guy might take the cake for the weirdest guy that has ever walked through the store.
How much you want?
Tell me what you give me.
I could have gotten $650 for this stuff.
Can't do it. Maybe $650.
Les hasn't ever made a deal with the devil. But this time around, he's willing to crack this one, being ready to outwit even the marked trickster.
You want $610?
I take $650.
I can't give it to you.
I guess we don't have a deal.
Ivory Tusk. All right, peeps, just welcome our queen of antiques who casually strolls into a pawn shop. Ah, well, she's here to pawn her ivory tusk. Now, isn't that a marvelous collectible? What a classic move, lady.
I'm here today at the pawn shop with my ivory tusk that is beautifully hand-carved. I would hope that I could get somewhere between $1,000 and $1,500 for it.
And what do you want to do with it?
I want to pawn it for 7 to 10 days.
Okay.
I need some money between now and 4 o'clock.
Folks, the world was on the edge of its seats for some ivory enthusiasts. But guess what? Our lady's luck got lightning struck in front of an ivory expert.
Unfortunately, it's not ivory.
What do you mean it's not ivory?
This is bone. It's pieced together bone, and it's made for the tourist trade. It only took like 2 seconds to tell this wasn't ivory. I've seen this hundreds of times before. They were in Asia. They went to a market. They were told they were ivory.
Whoa, that's a shocking twist. Turns out that the precious treasure was just a bone-made knockoff. However, as far as Our Lady's reaction goes, let's just say reality hits like a ton of bricks.
1,000 to 15.
I would loan you like $100 on this.
No.
Okay, that's what I can do.
Do a little bit better.
There's no way I could do better. It's not real. It's bone, okay?
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, but I don't loan on pretty. All right, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Flintlock pistol. Got your eye on some quick cash? How about you give up on your Wild West hero dream? Therefore, our Mr. Big Shot was waving his impressive flintlock pistol, hoping for a gold rush fortune.
There was a seller there who had got it from a estate sale, and I was told that at the estate sale it had been in the family for generations. So, you know, the seller had a lot of information about it, and if you look over here, they've got some of the markings that are indicative of something in that time period. So
here we go, the infamous dialogue, "I've got a gun collection." However, Mr. Collector, your tale, that prized possession, and your overall aura just don't vibe with Corey's standards.
The oldest one I've ever bought. It's got a lot of history to it. I think it's a really good gun.
So why are you trying to get rid of it?
Well, my wife is kind of pushing me for it. I love this gun. It's like been the cream of my my collection, and it kills me to sell it. I don't want to sell it.
So after Corey dialed in the experts, cue the drum roll, people. Turns out our know-it-all collector got served a plate full of surprising facts. Who saw that coming, right?
It looks the period, and it looks like it has age, but it's all artificial.
So how much is this thing worth?
Its value would be about $75 to $100.
I paid $800 for this.
I'm sorry you got burned.
1995 at Atlanta. Buckle up, baseball buffs, and grab your baseball bats to swing for this news. A dude whips out a 1995 Atlanta Braves World Series ring, all set to cash in at the pawn shop.
The first championship rings were given to the Giants in 1922 when they beat the Yankees. So it's no big surprise that these things can go for a lot of money. You know, there's a pretty big difference when it comes from staff to player rings. This belonged to Ted, and he issued it or gave it away. It can make it worth more.
Look at that. A real gem for sports collectors, huh? Must take a genius to part with this historical treasure. But don't worry, we've got professionals to hold the pawnbroker's hands through it.
Let's take a look at the ring here. We have a large diamond set on top of a blue stone, and we're gonna have 18 smaller diamonds surrounding it. The company Jostens, they made the rings for the 95 championship Braves. So on the inside, we should see the Jostens logo. Unfortunately, this isn't even a staff ring.
Now it makes me feel like it. He's an aspiring con artist trying to outwit the pawnbrokers. And guess what? That ring's a salesman's knockoff. Shady vibes, right?
With the original box and everything, you're looking at around $2,000.
I was really disappointed. They bring some off the street. I don't know where he came from. All of a sudden, he comes through the door and he's Mr. Expert on baseball. So I don't know. I was really disappointed.
Pez collection. Well, hold the presses, folks. Our genius Candyman is ready to part with his Pez dispenser gems. I can already hear the collectors stampeding. What a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
These are very, very collectible, and it's a great hobby.
Seems like this is something the kids would be into collecting, man.
Come on, man. Busts my balls all day long. I know it might look childish to you, but there's definitely money into it.
Oh, everyone's just dying for candy. I mean, who needs a balanced diet when you can have a mountain of Pez dispensers? Anyway, here's a quick run-through of his collection.
I have the Mickey Mouse in the original box. It's a die cut. This piece here goes for about $350, $400. One of my coolest pieces I like is the original Batman. Very tough to find. You know, this goes for about $250, $300.
However, forget the joy of indulging in sugary treats. The true sweet victory is mastering the candy trade. Here was the Candyman making the quote.
Give me $2,000, man.
$1,000 is what I can do.
It's fine.
All right, buddy,
get out of here, man. I can't believe one of them guys offered me $1,000 for them 50 pieces of Pez. That's an to the Pez community. I can't believe it.
Roman coin. Check out this coin geek with a Julius Caesar era relic, bringing seriously ancient bling to the table. History's calling, blingers.
One of the neat things is where it says dictator on the front of it. That's a negative term nowadays. Back then it wasn't. During times of war, they would assign a person the title dictator, and a dictator would do what was necessary to preserve the republic.
All right, Rick, pause the history lecture. Drop the knowledge bomb. What's the scoop on this ancient coin? Break it down, buddy. We're all ears.
How much were you looking to get out of it?
I want $4,400, please.
There's a million variables, especially with ancient coins, and quite frankly, I don't know enough. I don't know if that's a good price or not. Do you mind if I have someone look at it?
Sure, please.
All right, I'll be right back.
Thank you.
Oh, buckle up for the roller coaster. The expert's verdict drops and booms the dramatic celery action. Get your popcorn, folks.
It's perfectly genuine.
All right.
The very best of these have brought in the neighborhood of $200,000 each.
Okay.
This is worth in the neighborhood of $1,500.
Retail?
Retail.
Okay.
Well, 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 our expert, the all-knowing oracle here. But hold your piggy banks, because our coin collector's not done raising concerns.
Yeah, I'd give you $1,000 for the coin.
Is this a real offer, or?
That's a legitimate offer, yeah.
That's not a legitimate offer. You're just using your position here, trying to buy something for below its market value.
I guess we're not gonna make a deal, man.
You're lost, my friend.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you. Have a nice one.
Semi Mosley. Step right up, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a real rock star here, strutting in with a semi-Mosley guitar, thinking he's gonna hit the jackpot. It smells like music in the air.
When he was at a guitar convention in Europe, he met a Spanish luthier, and they had such a remarkable tone that Semi thought gospel musicians should have something that sings when they do the Lord's works. He did this prototype.
Okay.
He hand wound the pickups.
Hold your applause, folks. Our guitar virtuoso has graced us with the rarest prototype ever made by Mosley. But hey, before we plug it in with the amp, let's have an expert take a look.
This is the prototype gospel guitar.
All right.
In the guitar market of today, a realistic selling price on this instrument would probably be $25,000.
And just like that, the situation escalates quicker than you can strum a chord. Don't know if that's worthy of music memorabilia, but here's how Mr. Safari's shirt reacted.
That's absolutely ridiculous because it's been appraised over the years. Back in the 90s, it was appraised at a minimum of $100,000, and that was in the 90s.
I'm just saying, from knowing what I've just recently sold myself, I don't think anybody's gonna step up that high for it.
Lamborghini clock. Oh, guess who's in town? The almighty Clockmaster. Get ready, everyone, because today's masterpiece is none other than a stunning Lamborghini dashboard clock up for grabs.
These were made by Briquet for Lamborghini in the introduction of the Diablo in 1990 through 1993.
It was a big deal when it came out. It was the first Lamborghini to go over 200 miles an hour.
Oh, look who's stepping into the ring. Chumley's thoughts on the masterpiece that the Clockmaster didn't exactly applaud. Time for a clash of opinions.
Okay, I've had clocks like this before. They don't sell like the watches do.
They depreciate just like the Lamborghini.
I don't think he's funny.
Okay.
Oh, Chumley, hold that thought. Your wisdom's not on the menu right now. Let Rick, the negotiation maestro, work his magic.
How about 25?
How about 22?
24.
I'll go $2,300.
Okay.
All right. Deal. Write him up, Chum.
Charles Briefcase. Sit down and buckle up for this one, peeps. Remember Charles Lindbergh, the solo aviator? Our man here claims to possess his briefcase, and he's looking for some big bucks.
A couple had bought a home, and this was one of the items that they had found. When they opened it up, they seen where it had embossed the name Charles A. Lindbergh.
Okay.
Right here.
C.A. Lindbergh, Little Falls, Minnesota.
Oh, sure, let's not make paper planes and just have our fancy briefcase professional take a look at it. Because that's the most important thing, right?
One thing that I found as I was doing research on this was a letter that Charles August sent to his son, where he talks about the fact that he is out of money and he has been selling his goods.
Well, isn't it just lovely when experts think they know everything? Our Lindbergh enthusiast has a different perspective and believes that their opinion is just as valid.
I mean, try and do some more research, try to get some more documentation. That's all I can tell you.
All right, will that change your mind?
Depends on what you get, okay?
All right, thank you very much.
Have a nice day, man.
All right. This did not belong to his father, and I will prove that when I come back. It's gonna cost a whole lot more.
Led Zeppelin. Prepare your stairway to rock heaven. Cue the legendary Led Zeppelin. Our rock stars got an album signed by the Fab Four members. Because who needs stairs when you've got music magic?
Hey, this is really amazing.
Led Zeppelin is one of the greatest rock and roll bands of all time. Every one of their albums was in the top 10, and 6 of their albums were #1.
Now, 4 signatures on an album, if this is real, I probably won't want to put it in the store. I want to bring it home.
Hold up, rock enthusiasts. Let's not navigate this riff alone. Time to ring in the pros for some signature symphony guidance. Here's how that went.
Based on everything I've seen, absolutely no doubt this is the real deal.
Sweet. And what do you think it's worth?
These things just really don't exist. But with that said, I put this value right at about $10,000 to $12,000.
Whoops, that just triggered a button. But hey, Rick's unfazed by our shenanigans and smoothly sails on with the negotiation journey.
My best price would be $17,500. This is history.
Yeah, I mean, I'd go $8,500, but...
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I appreciate the offer.
Golden State Warriors ring. Guess what? Cupid's been busy, and our Romeo's on the hunt for a championship ring to dazzle the lucky fiancé. Game on, love-struck champ.
So what I did was I brought pictures of another 75 Golden State Warriors ring.
Okay.
And as far as the pictures are concerned, they match up.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Here's a Shakespearean plot twist. Romeo's seemingly out to give Rick a trigger. Come on, dude, you're facing a pawn shop titan. Let's see how this drama unfolds.
It's not testing.
That's because you have a really cheap tester.
Do you have one of your own?
Yeah, I have my own stuff over there.
Yeah, I mean, if
Mr. Romeo came in ready to take down the big G. But plot twist, the universe decides to serve him a slice of humble pie instead. Anyways, here's how things went on from that point.
any
11 grand, that's what I can do.
That's your bottom line?
Yeah,
Okay.
best price.
Fair enough. I mean, I'm disappointed, but it's it's your property, you own it, and you got to do what's in your best interest.
Right.
So.
All right, no problem, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for coming in.
Halberds. Ah, behold the wannabe warrior, armed not with valor, but with a stash of classic weapons. Who needs battles when you can make quick money selling halberds? The modern quest.
These axes are in amazing shape. If we can prove these are real, I know I can easily sell them to a military collector. So how much are you looking to get for these halberds?
I need 7,500 each.
7,500 each, all right.
Oh, perfect idea. Our financially savvy warrior needs an expert battle opinion on pricing halberds. Because, conquering markets is totally like conquering kingdoms.
The thing that really concerns me about this piece is that the steel is really flimsy. You whack somebody wearing armor with this thing, it's liable to bend or break. I'll conclude that this is probably from the Victorian period and is what I call the decorator piece.
Well, congrats on that masterclass. But hey, guess what? Corey's uncrushable optimism still has a glimmer of interest in our warrior's equipment.
I mean, if I were to make you an offer, I'd make you an offer of around $1,500.
Are you talking a piece?
No, I'm talking total.
No, I'm not interested at all.
Well, if I were you, next time I'd buy one, I'd call Craig too. All right, appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
What you got here? That's a watch my grandmother gave me.
Wow, this dude received a watch from his grandma, which is pretty sweet, right? But here's the thing. He's convinced it's solid gold and expects a fat stack of cash for it. Well, let's hook him up with the amount he's hoping for. Let's find out.
500.
The problem is the metal on it is just stainless steel.
Well, the metal on it is just stainless steel, so that's disappointing. But how will this guy take it?
Yeah, you see this discoloration on the side?
No.
You don't see the rose?
Whoa, hold up. This dude just flat out rejected it without even taking a peek. Talk about a major red flag, am I right? Less than explain.
In between the links were gold plated. The gold plating had rubbed off. The watch had no value.
And then this guy's like, can I get someone else to check it out then? Because Les shut down his hopes of getting any cash. Whoa, okay, Mr. Expert. This dude is seriously not happy about it.
Value. It does have value.
How about your chain? You want to pawn me your chain?
Anyway, being the sweetheart that he is, Les brings in another dude for a second opinion, just to be fair. But what happens next is totally mind-blowing and straight up disrespectful. Brace yourself for this one. It's gonna shock you.
Does this bozo know what he's doing?
Well, I wouldn't really call him names.
Seriously, this dude needs to chill and get a grip. I mean, who does he even think he is? Anyway, from that point on, things started spiraling down, and honestly, it's for all the right reasons.
500. Nothing. Stop being a bitch.
Now, Les ain't about to tolerate any disrespect, and nobody should. And this jerk is about to experience a dose of his own medicine. And let me tell you, it's not a pretty sight. Check out what Les has in store for him.
Give me my mother, man. Come over here and pick this bitch.
Oh man, this dude is about to get serious flipping off. I kid you not. You know what goes down with idiots like him? They're in for a rude awakening.
You, get him here.
Let's go, my man. Have a good day, sir.
Gotta admit, that was seriously hilarious. What did Les have to lose? Nothing at all. But this guy, oh yeah, he got exactly what he deserved. The man just couldn't stop with the curses.
Sir, let yourself out. Let yourself out.
Oh, you think this was intense? Well, hold on tight, because you haven't seen anything yet. So this dude walks in, right? And he brings in some equipment, no beating around the bush, and straight up expects a cool $100 for it. Can you believe that?
Like, I'm trying to get at least $100 for it.
$100?
Yeah.
I won't even be able to sell it.
Well, the guy just flat out tells him that there's no way he can cough up $100. So the customer's disappointed. But hey, at least he's keeping his cool, right?
So how much can you give me, man?
$20.
Well, we're clueless about what this dude's gonna pull off next. But hold up. Seth comes swooping in to handle the situation like a boss. Let's see how he tackles it.
Sitting on the back? Do you know what it is?
It don't matter how many you sitting on in the back.
Because then I can't.
Well, things are seriously heating up, and it's turning into a real mess. Seth tries to talk some sense into the guy, but he's just not cooperating. And instead, he's shouting like there's no tomorrow.
Dollars for this.
You paid $200 for that, I overheard?
Yeah, I mean,
Really, you paid $200.
So Seth breaks it down for him, saying it's not even worth $100. But this dude is now causing a scene, making a big fuss that's grabbing everyone's attention, to be honest.
I'm trying to get money for it. I've been waiting in this line for an hour. I need more than
This guy seriously needs to calm down. He's dropping way too many curse words. And honestly, it's gonna be his one-way ticket out of the shop. That's when Les steps in to take charge. Let's see how that plays out.
You gonna do old man?
Who you calling old mother?
Old man?
No way, he actually said that? Like seriously, what the heck? This guy just keeps digging his own grave, making the situation even worse for himself. Brace yourself, because what he does next is gonna leave you absolutely stunned.
Really, mother? I got this. I got it.
You wanna give me more than 20?
Oh my god, seriously? Can you believe it? This dude actually tried to mess with Les and thought he could get away with it without being kicked out. That's some messed up behavior right there. Like, what on earth was he even thinking?
You wait for an hour.
Really? Me? You.
Well, he totally got what he deserved. But guess what? That's not even the end of it. Brace yourself for this next one. So, this lady strolls into the store wanting to treat herself to a fancy watch. She's all sweet and ready to drop some cash. What could possibly go haywire, right? Now, this lady is seriously contemplating whether she should go for it or not. So, what's your take on it, guys? You think she'll end up taking it or not? Hold up. Is that for real? She whips out a gift card with all this confidence, and hey, is that some kind of new payment method now? Ashley looks totally baffled by this turn of events.
Not a gift cards.
What would you call it?
These are
preferred customers.
Right.
Man, this lady is already super worked up the moment Ashley spills the beans that it's not a gift card. And she goes on to explain the situation. Talk about major agitation right off the bat.
It allows you discounts on the sales floor. You can't swipe this card and apply.
This lady is seriously caught off guard and maybe just can't handle the fact that it's not a gift card. And this customer is completely unreasonable, dude. But hey, props to Ashley for still trying to explain things calmly and patiently.
Where do you see a swipe thing on this? Do you see a
Someone needs to rein in this woman because the way she's throwing a fit over a gift card is seriously ridiculous. I mean, does she not even realize how foolish she looks? Just look at her, still going on and making an absolute spectacle of herself.
Somebody want to buy a preferred gift card?
There's not $100 on it. There's not.
And last but not least, we get this other dude who goes absolutely bonkers. But here's the kicker. It's not about something he wants to buy or pawn. Now, you might be wondering, what on earth set him off then? Well, keep watching to find out.
Hey, how you doing? I'm here to buy an engagement ring.
No kidding, this guy is actually here to buy an engagement ring. Whoa, that's some exciting news, isn't it? Les coolly presents a selection of engagement rings, and you'd think everything would go smoothly, right? Well, except for the blaring car horns outside, because of course, nothing can be too easy. Oh, damn. So that's the reason for all the honking? There's a massive truck just sitting smack in the middle of the parking lot. Now, take a wild guess. Whose truck do you think that might be? Come on, give it a shot. It's not rocket science.
Semi-truck. And then it's white gold.
That's me.
Sir, can you...
Ding, ding, ding. It's none other than this guy. So Les politely requests him to move his truck from there. And what do you think his response was?
Find your place to park?
Oh man, come on now. I'm in a hurry. I can't be moving my truck in this.
Yikes, did he seriously say that? I mean, how do some people not have basic common sense? Did he genuinely think he was doing the right thing? Les is clearly not putting up with it, and you could totally see that.
You don't have an option. You have to move your truck. I'll be more than happy to show
you. Can you believe this guy had the nerve to straight up say no? Well, let me tell you, things are about to take a turn for the worse for him. But just when he thought he couldn't dig himself any deeper, he goes ahead and proves you wrong.
Why are you so rude?
I'm not moving the damn truck.
Byron, take over.
Well, obviously he's about to get kicked out, and trust me, you gotta watch this. It's absolutely hilarious.
Move the truck. Come on, man. That's wrong, bro. Next time, parking on the freeway.
This dude should be totally embarrassed about his behavior. And oh boy, he didn't stop there. He just kept on going. And the last straw was this.
Move your truck.
Well, that's all the craziness you get to see today, guys. It started when this old man walked into the Pawn Stars shop carrying a semi-Mosley guitar, along with all the proper documentation. Little did he know what he was about to get himself into. And who do we have on the other side of the counter? None other than Rick Harrison himself, the proud owner of this legendary establishment. Let's see how this unfolds.
Cool. I know a little bit about him. I know that he started off repairing guitars and then actually started making guitars.
Rick wasted no time, man. He was all like, yo, spill the beans about that famous guitar. And the old man, who seemed to know everything about this valuable guitar, started sharing all the juicy deets. He had some seriously high expectations for the guitar, thinking it would rake in a crazy amount of cash. But hold up, let's not get ahead of ourselves just yet. Rick ain't one to take risks when it comes to buying stuff, you know. So he decides to bring in an expert to make sure he ain't getting played. Smart move, Rick. It's always a good idea to get a second opinion, especially when there's big money involved. And bam, here comes the expert himself, a dude who knows guitars like nobody's business. He's about to drop some serious knowledge on this situation. The expert took a look at the hype about semi-Mosley guitar, which the old man thinks it's worth a fortune. Now, this is where things start to get interesting. Keep an eye out for those moments when the old man's high hopes are about to go down the drain. After a thorough examination, the expert was ready to deliver his verdict.
It would probably be $25,000.
Well, the guitar was in great shape, no doubt about it. But no way the market value hovers around $25,000. And just like that, the old man's hope went to waste. But the old man thought the expert was kidding, and he didn't take his opinion seriously. After the expert opinion, it was time for the final moment. And here comes the classic pawn shop thing.
We're not going to make a deal, so all I can tell you is good luck.
Thanks.
And oh, did I see it right. This thing ended even without a start. Well, I'm glad it saved some misery for Rick. Knowing that the guitar was worth way more than just $25,000, he left. And just like that, the deal hit a brick wall. The old man's unrealistic expectations collided head-on with the reality of the market. But next we have a total moron who shows up at the Pawn Stars shop. The old man who thought he hit the jackpot, but in the end, reality bit him in the you-know-where. So this another wild encounter is with our favorite goofball Chum Lee. The episode starts with Chum Lee going to meet Buck, the owner of an antique pirate ship. Buck's got this badass pirate boat, and it can hit speeds of up to 60 miles per hour on land. Now that's some crazy shit, my dudes. Chum Lee's eyes lit up like fireworks when he saw this epic pirate ship.
You got a boat. It is a boat. Does it float? No.
You can tell he's itching to make a deal, but he knows he can't go rogue without Rick's permission. Well, the first thing he did was to send Rick a picture of this crazy giant. While waiting for Rick's reply, Chum Lee decides to go have a little fun on the ship.
Woo! I'm on a boat. Sup, ladies?
And it's quite evident that he's having a great time strutting around like Captain Chum, living his best pirate life. Now buckle up, because things just got real quick. The fun times? Yeah, they're over. Now we're diving into the spicy stuff, my peeps. We've reached the classic pawn shop negotiation phase, and let me tell you, it's about to get intense. Chum knew he had to haggle, but Buck, man, that guy is stubborn as a mule. Buck straight up dropped the bomb, saying he won't sell his ship for anything less than a mind-boggling $190,000. And let me tell you, Chum Lee's face went from pure excitement to straight up panic in a blink of an eye. Now, some might argue that it's a fair price, right? Like, this baby is worth every single penny, Chum. $190K and she's all yours. But can Chum swing that kind of dough? Nah, man. Chum Lee's in way over his head, and he knows he can't afford that kind of cash. It's a total bummer, dude. This deal is going down the drain faster than a sinking ship. But hold up, Buck ain't giving up that easily. He wants to speak with Rick, and honestly, that's pretty fair considering the time he invested in showing Chum around the ship. And yep, you saw it right. Rick sent a text, but guess what? It ain't the reply we were hoping for, my friends. Rick shut down the whole idea before it even set sail. Chumley's dream of becoming a pirate captain just came crashing down like a freaking cannonball. It's a gut-wrenching scene, my friends. The disappointment is real.
Whatever. Oh, sorry, man.
Buck is fuming like a volcano about to erupt. It's clear he's not happy with the outcome. Ships ahoy, disappointment. Another prime example of Chumley's misadventures. The pirate ship's dreams sink faster than a cannonball in the water. Brace yourselves for a dramatic tale involving a limited edition bronze statue. Let's dive right in. So it all starts with a man named Raphael walking into the Pawn Star shop with this fancy limited edition 1888 bronze statue by Louis Bacall, a renowned French sculptor. After looking at the statue and knowing the potential value of this piece, Rick started salivating like a hungry wolf. Moving further, Rick's expert eyes started analyzing every little detail, hoping to strike gold and make some serious cash. And as Rick is examining the statue, you can see the excitement building up. If it turns out to be the real deal, it could be worth thousands of dollars. The suspense is killing. Come on, man, show me those original markings. Now, Rick's like a detective on the case, searching for any signs of authenticity. And in a dramatic twist, Rick got the truth. You need to see this.
Looks right. What doesn't look right is there's some pitting right here. And that crack right there is from when they casted it. It didn't happen later.
The statue has been recast. Oh, the disappointment is real, my friends. Well, ain't that a kick in the teeth? This statue is nothing but a fancy replica.
1888. The original was made in 1888.
I don't believe you.
Okay, I mean...
Raphael's hopes went up in smoke, and the idiotic mistake is laid bare.
I don't care what you say. I don't care what you tell me, but I know you're full of
You know...
Looking at Raphael, it sure is clear that he's not taking the news well. He's about to unleash his frustration on Rick, and things are about to get heated. And what did we see? Looking at the heated argument, Rick's bodyguard was just about to get in the scene, but Rick stopped them. Just when tensions were about to boil over, Richard stepped in to play the peacemaker. He's not one to let things escalate, especially when it comes to business. And I 100% agree with what Richard just said.
You might be wrong, we don't know. We're in the business to make money. But when we don't feel comfortable with something, we're going to back off.
He's a smart guy indeed. It's true that they're here to make some dough, but with that, they also got to be smart about it. If something doesn't feel right, gotta back off. No hard feelings, Raphael. Do you agree that a business is about making money, and sometimes we gotta be cautious? Can't blame us for not wanting to get burned. Look, Richard's wisdom prevails, reminding everyone that it's all about the money, but also about maintaining integrity. All right, let's take a chill pill, guys. And there you have it, another crazy encounter on Pawn Stars. Raphael thought he hit the jackpot, but in the end, it was a painful lesson in authenticity. The Pawn Stars team reflects on another day filled with unexpected encounters and quirky characters. Rick, ever the shrewd businessman, knows that every deal won't be a success, but he remains optimistic for the next opportunity that walks through his shop's doors. The customers may have acted like real idiots, overestimating the value of their valuables, but it's all part of the pawn shop's charm. We can't wait to share this hilarious encounter with you guys. Trust me, it's gonna be a riot. It's a reminder that in the crazy world of pawn shops, you never know what surprises are waiting around the corner. It's like a never-ending treasure hunt, and we're loving every minute of it. So until our next adventure, keep your eyes peeled for those hidden treasures out there. Whether you're with us at the pawn shop or exploring elsewhere, you never know what gems you might stumble upon. Stay tuned for more craziness from the Pawn Stars team. Catch you on the flip side, treasure hunters. Thanks for joining us, my fellow treasure hunters. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more jaw-dropping moments, and remember to push that bell icon. See you in the next one.
Good day, sir. Have a good day, my man. Yes, sir.
Old mother.
Oh, man.
Who the you calling him? Really?
You the ugliest two sisters I've ever seen in my life.
Check out the wildest, most intense moments on Hardcore Pawn, where customers and staff bring the heat. And also get ready for some serious craziness at the pawn shop. Just another day at the pawn shop where we've got a mix of decent customers and, well, some pretty pathetic ones. Take this guy, for example. He may seem all lame.
Seth devises an expert method for appraising precious stones. Bob saves Les a lot of money with his knowledge of walrus reproductive parts, and Seth provides expert advice that saves a deal on an elephant part. These are the times experts saved Les gold from losing everything.
Hey, Les, come here for a sec. So people are coming in, pawning their stuff that they know is fake. They're not coming back for it, and we're stuck with it.
Are you kidding?
Test this piece out.
We test a lot of gold. We always use nitric acid.
So I'm gonna do some homework. I mean, this is...
No, this is sickening. We're losing a lot of money.
Seth makes a shocking discovery on how the pawn shop is losing money. Les doesn't like it either. Both father and son know that if this keeps up, they could be out of business.
What's the deal?
You know how I hate getting beat. You don't know if the girls are marking down 10 karat or 14 karat, what the true assay is?
Of course not. Okay.
And I'll tell you exactly the purity of gold. It'll tell you silver content and platinum content. We're getting past the old school way, and we're gonna make this new school.
It ain't never gonna happen.
We'll see about that.
Show me.
I will.
Okay.
Seth has done his homework and concludes that the pawn shop system needs to change. But is it worth the cost? Les certainly doesn't think so.
Nice to meet you. Here, come on back.
Okay.
I have a meeting this morning with the guy who sells the x-ray machine to test gold. Hopefully he'll let me borrow it for a week. It doesn't make sense. It's time to move on. So talk to me about the cost of the analyzer.
Right now, go back to your old acid test. You got a deal.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Now just hook it up and show my girls what the hell to do.
The expert recommends a machine that could change the game. Les is still not convinced, but the old man is willing to give Seth the benefit of the doubt.
Hi.
I'm Renee.
Hi, Renee. I'm Rich. How are you? So he got this in World War II
It's
off of, because these are
right in this area here.
World War II Japanese sword is worth a ton of money.
This sword could be worth a fortune, but Rick isn't sure. He knows he's gonna need some expert advice.
Put it on that metal analyzer, and it'll tell you if it's got stainless steel.
Ooh, want to try?
Let's go. Japanese swords are made out of steel. If this metal tester tells me something else, it's not authentic.
It'll help you. I'm happy to do it. Come on up here. We'll get your information.
This metal tester easily saved us a few $100s. Seth might be onto something.
Thank you.
You have a good day, hon.
You too.
And the machine works. Even Les sounds impressed with the speed and accuracy of the expensive device.
So was I right?
You know, sometimes I have to admit, you made the right call.
Okay.
Good work. Good work. Keep it up.
Les doesn't mind losing a bet to his kids, especially if it earns him more money.
I'm here to sell my collectible Amazing Fancies issue, and it's 24 karat gold and sterling silver, and it has Stan Lee's autograph as well. This is all original casing and stuff. There's only been like 1 or 2 that's been sold since like 2003.
So I don't want it, because it doesn't match anything I have at our apartment.
Can we talk about this woman, though, for a minute? Why would you be in this relationship? I don't want to take this from this guy.
Bobby J, enough.
A guy brings in a really interesting piece to the store at the behest of his controlling girlfriend. Ashley only wants to focus on business, but Bobby J is quite bothered about the customer's relationship.
Unfortunately, it's not 24 karat gold.
Oh, it's not?
It's plated, which decreases the value a lot.
Let me ask you this. What else have you had to get rid of?
Nothing. No, it's the only reason.
The kid's miserable. He's scared to death to say anything. We should have helped him. You can't have this. You can't do that. Would you ever do that to somebody?
Can you just go over there and finish what you were doing before?
I can have an opinion about something.
You can, and enough's enough. Thank you.
The gold gun that Les bought from the expert comes in and saves the pawn shop more money. However, Bobby J's only concerned about saving the customer from his girlfriend.
Mike.
Scott.
Scott.
How you doing
So
today?
tell us a little bit about your...
1958 Perilla Greyhound. Most scooters use stamped wheels, where these are spoked wheels, kind of blends between a motorcycle and a scooter. The rarity of the bike, there's only known to be about a dozen in the country.
Of this particular brand?
This model.
So realistic.
Best deal.
Tell me what you can do.
Give me 1 minute.
The customer walks in to sell a vintage motorcycle. The motorcycle is nice enough to catch Les's interest, but the price makes Les second guess.
A 58 Perilla motor scooter.
This is it.
Holy that's him.
So, let's be honest. How much were you asking for it online?
I was started out at 25.
And then what were we gonna do, raise it? This guy is trying to screw me. How can you get more if you have it online for $2,500?
I took it off because nobody wanted to buy it.
It's there.
Yeah, don't bull us.
No, it's not the bull.
Les and Ashley don't appreciate this customer's attempt to play a fast one on them.
I was ready to make a deal. But your dishonesty just pisses me off. Don't come in lying to me and telling me that you got it out there for $4 grand and you're selling it already for $2,500.
Next time you try to sell something, don't lie to somebody you're trying to sell it to.
Tell people the truth. It'll get you farther.
Yeah.
Don't come in bull me. Do you think we've become what we are today because I'm stupid? Good work.
Thanks to Les' expert, there's going to be no deal between Les and the scooter owner.
I'm Crystal.
Crystal, very nice to meet you.
This is Ashley. How you doing, Ashley?
Hi, how are you?
So what you got?
I have these bag of stones that I found out of my grandmother's house. She just passed not too long ago.
Oh, really?
I'm just trying to get enough money for her funeral to do what I have to do.
Let me have, you know what? My gem expert is coming in this afternoon to look at a few pieces. You know what? If you want to leave these with us, I'll have him take a look.
What the hell is my dad doing? He's getting this lady's hopes up for nothing.
I'm going to show it to Bob. He'll make the final call.
It's a waste of
You'll
time,
see,
Dad.
you'll see.
Les believes that the stones might be profitable. However, Ashley thinks it's a waste of time and that it gives the seller false hope. Who do you think is right?
Earlier in the day, a woman brings in a bag of gems. And to us, they look just like crystals. But I have a gem expert, Bob. I'm going to have Bob check them out. So this woman with these stones is coming back. Okay. Do me a favor.
These are nothing.
We never get hits like this.
What do you price it at? You guys, here she is.
We're going to change this woman's life.
She's gonna flip.
Yeah.
Les is confident that Jim, his expert gemologist, will give him positive news. This time, Les's instincts are right on the money.
You're going to change her life. This could change her life right here. Okay, here we go.
Oh my God. So, you're in hard times right now, right? I don't even know how to break this news.
$10,000.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right.
My God, guess what? They just gave me $10,000 for grandma jewels. Yes, I'm so serious. I'm glad I came up here today.
The woman gets more than she expected, but if Les gave her $10,000, just imagine how much he would make for the precious gem.
These are walrus peni.
Walrus?
Penises.
Why?
I'm pretty sure I'm right in line with what you can find on the internet. $600 each for those, and $600 for them. There is no way I would take less than $500 for those a piece.
Correct.
Just wouldn't do it.
Let me just go look.
Two customers come in with some of the weirdest items you'll ever see on the show. Les has to take a second to understand what he's dealing with.
Yeah, you're 100% right. How the hell did you know about that? Holy Bob. He's really proficient in anything that's hard. Yeah, I mean, this is it. My guy knows about these things.
Right. Make us an offer.
Thank you so much. Thanks for coming in.
Bob is an expert on all sorts of things, including the reproductive parts of a male walrus, for some reason. The expert really saved Les a lot of money with his odd knowledge.
Skull of an elephant.
Really?
It's very unusual.
It's very unusual. How did you get it?
My best friend had it, passed away, and I inherited this one. It's where the tusks were.
I understand that. It came from Africa?
Yeah, right.
Well, I
So-
can promise you nobody's ever brought in an elephant skull, ever. That I can
Little
tell you.
unique.
How about 500?
Nope. 500, I'll take it back. Throw it in my family room, even though my wife don't want it there. How about 12?
How about
5,000. That's as low as I'm gonna go.
It's definitely elephant season for Les, but will he be inclined to own this piece of an African elephant?
Let me talk to my elephant expert.
Africans are more expensive than the Asian ones. Africans are...
So you don't really want to lug it back home, do you?
No, I don't.
So 600. 700.
I believe he'll put it in his own personal collection. It'll have a decent home.
You are.
Thank you.
51, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Les consults with his expert, and then he uses that advice to close down a good deal for the pawn shop. Robert Ashley, the deal expert, finds a customer with a car seat missing its base. Can Ashley make a deal, or will it turn into a funny situation? Ashley faces a funny moment. A customer wanted a Chilla scarf, but it's really just a bunny. Get ready for a wild time. So in walks this dude looking like he just stepped out of a heavy metal concert. Tattoos everywhere, face carved up like he had a disagreement with a razor blade. He's all like, hey, call me the devil. Seriously? Who does that? But hey, anyway, nice to meet you, Lucifer. Then he drops this bombshell. He's 2,500 years old. Seth's like, dude, you got me beat. Finally, someone older than my dad. But here's the kicker. He wants to swap his gold for some cash. Says money's the root of all evil. Yeah, buddy, you're really living the stereotype.
2,500 years old. Great. I finally got to meet somebody that's older than my dad.
So how can I help you today?
I want to get rid of this gold. Money's the root of all evil.
This guy might take the cake for the weirdest guy that has ever walked through the store.
How much you want? I could have gotten $650 for this stuff if I melted it down and sold it to my refinery. How about 500?
Can't do it.
It's $50 profit in this thing.
So they're haggling. Seth offers $650, he wants $610, and they're dancing around like it's a satanic tango. But alas, the devil doesn't always get what he wants. Cue the sad violin.
I guess we don't have a deal.
So there Seth is, trying to make a deal with the devil, and he's all like, I want cash for my gold, and Seth's thinking, sure buddy, let me just grab my holy water. But seriously, with the negotiation, Seth offers him $650, he wants $610, and they're doing the demonic dance of the dollars. But in the end, no dice. No deal with the Prince of Darkness today, folks. Sorry, Satan. Maybe next time, bring a better pitchfork.
Hi. Hi. I'm Ashley.
I'm Nana.
Nana.
I called up here and I got an estimated price, and they told me that I could get $400 for these.
You called up here and got an estimated price. Who'd you talk to?
Nicole?
Nicole. Over the phone?
Yes, ma'am.
But we don't see them over the phone. She is lying. Can I see your merchandise? You need to come in, you need to evaluate your earrings, we need to test them.
Ashley introduces herself in a bubbly tone. Now Nana barges in, claiming that she was promised $400 for her 3-carat diamond earrings. She accuses Nicole of lying about the offer. Ashley calmly explains they need to evaluate the earrings in person. Nana demands $400 but gets offered $185 instead, triggering her outrage.
Where Nikki at?
Nikki.
Nicole.
Well, which is it, Nicole or Nikki?
Listen, it's real diamonds. All I know is I need my $400.
All right.
So what you're saying is you're not gonna give me that $400, right?
No, I'm not. And you're not gonna come in here demanding money from me.
Nana insists on the $400, but Ashley stands her ground. Nana's frustration peaks and she frantically searches for Nikki, accusing everybody of disrespect. Chaos ensues as Nana's volume rises, demanding her mother money. Ashley remains composed, but Nana's confusion and persistence escalate the situation.
I am because that's what I called for. And they told me that they was gonna give me $400. Now where the is Nikki at? Where the is Nikki at? Nikki! What? No, Nikki! Where this bitch at?
She all of a sudden darted away from me, started screaming for Nikki. It was like a bat out of hell.
Where this bitch? I don't need nobody to escort me out this bitch. Oh, y'all.
Okay, have a good day.
And kiss my ass.
Keep walking. Bye. Nana.
You bitch. Oh, you mother.
Give me a headache.
Nana's outburst intensifies and she demands respect while causing a scene. Ashley calls for her removal, leading to a heated exchange. Nana storms out, hurling insults and leaving everybody exasperated. The encounter ends with Ashley lamenting Nana's departure, causing a headache in her wake, leaving the pawn shop in peace once again.
How are you?
I'm doing okay.
What can I help you with?
Either trying to get a loan on it or you guys can buy it. Trying to sell it for maybe like once. The certificate and everything is in there. And the bag costs actually way more than that.
Well, if you can tell, it's actually stained.
Okay.
All through here.
I'm trying to sell it for $150 or get a loan $75 instead of the $50.
Dealer Ashley is in the middle of a purse negotiation. Now she's trying to bargain her way through it, but it seems like she's hitting some roadblocks. The bag might be worth more, but it's stained. Now the dealer's not budging, despite the customer's attempts to reason. It's like watching a standoff at the OK Corral, but with handbags instead of firearms.
It costs way more than this.
Okay, but I'm not going to pay you for the amount that you think it's worth because it's stained. This is not one of the newer ones. This is not this season. I know about purses.
Can I get some?
My pepperoni-looking ass. Pepperoni ass? I don't even know what that means. Did she take a look at her own ass?
Can I get somebody else?
Now, things are getting pretty spicy. The customer isn't backing down, throwing out some colorful language and asking to talk to somebody else, maybe hoping for a more favorable deal. Now Ashley's standing firm, not letting the pepperoni insults get to her. It's a battle of wills over a bag, and nobody's giving an inch. Can't blame a girl for trying, though.
Somebody else? Why do I have to talk to you?
Because
You disrespectful.
I'm disrespectful and you call me a pepperoni ass?
Ugly ass bitch. Can I talk to the owner?
I'm the owner.
You're not the owner. The owner is the other man. You must have. How you get here? You your way to the top.
The tension's palpable, and the customer wants to escalate things, demanding to speak to the owner. All surprise twist, Ashley is the boss lady. So, will the customer stick to her guns, or will she fold like a deck of cards?
Hey, so this is your car? Yes. Do you want me to open it for you? I'll open it. Excuse me! You trying to scam me? Excuse me! Excuse me! Unbelievable. I even offered her a job after she had the baby.
I think she just had the baby.
As Ashley assists the customer to her car, the customer accuses her of scamming Ashley, bewildered by the accusation, and even offered her a job. The situation ends with some confusion and disbelief.
Hi, how are you?
Looking for a watch, nice watch. Know what I'm playing?
Sure. Which one?
That one right there.
This one?
Yes, ma'am. Hey.
For sure.
Wow, look at this watch. Like this right here. How much is this watch right here? $75 watch.
Do you want to spend more
Give
or
me
less?
like a watch like 500 or something.
Yeah.
A Bugatti.
Ashley kicks off with a casual "Hi, how are you?" diving into the deep philosophical quest for a nice no. She presents an item with the enthusiasm of a game show host, throwing in a touch of suspense. What, like this right here? Now this is, how about this right here? $75, no more. Ashley's unique charm shines through as she tries to make a deal.
Let me see this one right here. This one right here. That's platinum. Yeah, I like that one. Oh, now this is real. I want to buy it.
Perfect.
$5.99.
$5.99 plus tax?
I got you.
Perfect.
Okay.
With a bit of a theatrical touch, Ashley takes us through her thought process, pondering the value of an item priced at $599. She playfully negotiates, exclaiming, $5.99? Yeah, I got you. But with a comedic twist, she emphasizes the urgency, claiming she's about to go deaf if the deal isn't sealed.
Okay, this is $599 plus tax.
Hold on, wait a minute. This is worth, look at it. 2 and add 3 more zeros with it. 2,000, baby. Come on. Okay. And it's worth $2,000. It's rare to find a $2 bill that got red in it. Now tell me they ain't worth $2,000.
I'm about to go deaf.
With a blend of sarcasm and determination, Ashley confronts a potential buyer, confidently declaring, "I've got a pile of money, so this. I get some change back." The escalating drama continues as she reveals the tax and challenges the customer to come out and make a deal. The conversation takes an unexpected turn, hinting at the item being worth more than a round neck.
This is worth more than that around your neck. You understand me? You little chunky, draws-looking person.
Okay.
So you want to ball my $2 bill up? You know what? I'm a Big Mouth is hungry.
You're hilarious.
Real funny, man. Y'all be killing me. I pawn you. Matter of fact, that $2 bill, you could outpawn this whole stuff. With that
In a grand finale, the dealer passionately argues the item's value, escalating it to a humorous threat of going deaf. Now the playful banter reaches its peak with creative insults like chunk and band dry. The situation makes us wondering if this is a sales pitch or a comedy routine. Continue not to go smoothly for Ashley as she faces the wrath of an impatient customer. Despite her attempts to redirect, the customer insists on bypassing the line, Now, Ashley, cornered by absurdity, attempts to salvage the situation with humor and fails miserably.
Hi. How you doing? Good, how are you?
This like chinchilla to you?
How much did you spend? Do you remember that?
That was a lot of cash, a lot of money.
Okay. I didn't sell you this.
You sold me this.
Ashley faces a furious customer. The customer seeking a chilla scarf discovers that he's been bamboozled with the bunny instead of the luxurious chinchilla that he desired. Grip, it's not a handshake, it's a ton of cash.
Do you have your receipt?
I don't have a receipt. Man, you sold me this bull for real. I ain't leaving here until I get my damn money back. Bunny right there.
I wish this bunny would just...
See this? Look at it. It's flying through the...
As the drama unfolds, Ashley denies the accusation, stating the chilla is actually a bunny. Now the customer's girlfriend confirms the fluff faux pas, tossing the rabbit back. The receipt? It's apparently tucked in a peculiar location.
Look at that. Ain't nothing chinchilla about it. I want my money now.
It's time to go, sweetheart.
All right, you can take that home if you want to. But I want my money, that's all.
Have a good day.
That was nice on you.
Whatever, man.
Around your neck.
That's some old ass.
Amidst the chaos, the customer adamantly demands a refund while comparing the bunny to Bugs Bunny. Now, Ashley remains unfazed, suggesting the bunny be taken home as a consolation prize, but the customer's not having any of it. This bunny's not hopping away from the dispute.
I'm not wearing that old ass.
That was a good shot right there. You play basketball?
I'm not wearing that old ass, man.
Have a good day.
You too. I want my money. Man, I spent good money up in this bitch.
Why you so violent, girl? Go on up out of here. Try to be nice to you.
Now you're gonna leave it?
You wear that.
In a final showdown, Tippers Flair and Ashley bids adieu to the irate customer, but not without some sass and a failed attempt to pawn off an old scarf. The customer exits empty-handed but full of fury, leaving Ashley to ponder the quirks of pawnshop life.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm looking to find this.
Okay.
I'm just trying to get some money so I can bail my man out.
How much you looking to get?
500.
500. How'd you come up with 500?
Because this is a new gig.
In this one, Ashley encounters the customer looking to pawn an item, claiming it's like an iPad. Now, Ashley questions the uniqueness, and the customer insists that it's a new gig and demands $500 for it. Ashley is incredibly skeptical.
So I should get gig? Yes. This is a pad.
This is an iPad?
It's something like an iPad.
I'm just curious, how? How would you use this as an iPad?
It's something like an iPod.
Ashley challenges the customer's understanding, questioning how the item could be similar to an iPad. The customer struggles to explain, resorting to sound effects.
You don't know about electronics, so I need somebody else, sweetie.
Second of all, you're not going to talk.
Where's the manager at? Where's the mother?
It's me. So if you want...
Who's over you?
The customer, frustrated, demands to see the manager. Ashley reveals that she is the manager, leading to a heated exchange. The customer insists on $500, using forceful language, but Ashley stands firm, refusing to tolerate demands.
Me?
It's somebody that's over you. And you going to give me $500.
No, not talking
yes,
to
you
me
are.
like that. You're
yes,
not.
you are. I want $500.
So I'm going to ask you to leave.
No, I'm not going now, motherfucker.
You threatened me? You're out. You're not coming back. I don't care if it takes 10 people to escort you out.
Sweetie, I will be back with your fat Elmer-looking ass bitch.
As tensions rise, the customer becomes more aggressive, threatening and claiming that they won't leave without the desired amount. Now, Ashley remains steadfast, emphasizing that they're not welcome back. The situation escalates, setting the stage for a dramatic exit.
Oh. How you guys doing?
Good.
Got some equipment here.
Yeah.
We need some money. We're going to out west. We killed all the deer in Michigan, so we got to go out for bigger and better stuff.
In this thrilling episode, Les and Seth face two grizzled sellers with Santa beards armed with ancient computers. Claiming that they hunted all the deer in Michigan, they demand $900 to head out west. Les, skeptical and slightly amused, offers a resounding 0, much to their disbelief.
I thought that they were kidding. The last time I saw one of these computers was in the 80s. To be honest, what I can offer you is around here, there's no way we're gonna be able to help this guy out.
The sellers persist, insisting on 800, but Les holds firm at 0, triggering their rage. Unfazed, Les declares their items as mere ancient artifacts. Now these guys storm out in disbelief, leaving Les to reflect on the Detroit rock scene, mentioning ZZ Top's enduring presence.
Have a good day.
So much.
You too.
You know, I couldn't. ZZ Top is still in Detroit.
And an unexpected twist, an irate man drops and breaks an item. Tempers flare and Les kicks him out, declaring, "Get your ass out of here." Now, their retort is drowned out by Les emphasizing that they're taking care of business. Detroit's toughness showcased in a humorous security job offer.
Care of business, baby.
I know that's
So,
right.
if you need security job, you come and see us. People in Detroit are tough. She showed them.
You people.
Wrapping up the chaos, Les confidently asserts that was taking care of business, baby. Now he cheekily invites anyone needing security in Detroit to come their way. The scene ends with Les asserting Detroit's toughness, leaving us all entertained and maybe questioning our own security needs. The seller aims high at $150, but Les offers a mere 10. The seller demands to see the manager, mistaking another employee for one. He refuses Les's crackhead price offer, leading to escalating tension.
I can go $10.
$10.
$10, yeah.
The seller refuses to budge until he gets his $150. Threats fly and Les makes Seth, the dealer, greets a man approaching with an earring emergency because his little red Corvette broke down. Classic. Seth, in awe, asks who he is, but the man's response? A mystery. Well, I guess it's time to cue the Prince theme music.
Oh, you're just... No, it makes sense. Being a...
I am being a...
Yeah, well,
because you
know.
brought in a fake...
The truth hits hard like a guitar riff. It's an imitation earring. Seth throws some shade, calling it imitation Prince. The man's defense? Priceless. Seth's patience wanes as the man's excuses fall flat. Comedy? Pure gold.
Exactly.
Tolerate fake items, bids farewell with a sprinkle of Prince references. The man exits, but the drama's not over yet. Seth senses some mischief brewing. As the man leaves, Seth's parting words, a cheeky purple rain nod. Another day at the pawn shop, folks.
Now, if you can't help me, bitch, get someone else that can. Do I need to get loud?
What you do that for?
Your punk ass home, bitch! Watch your punk ass home!
You playing my man?
Hey, what that electronics at, man?
Let's see what you
I ran
got.
out of gas in the damn parking lot. It doesn't matter how much it costs, man. I just need $150.
30.
I want my $150, please.
35.
I really don't need nobody. Just gonna be me. Let's go, bro.
Things get heated really quickly.
Hey, nah. This man, get off me. Think I'm playing with y'all?
They got a little bit
Man,
put.
y'all. I want y'all to help me out, man. Turn right.
I do.
In this lively scene, Ashley, a pawn shop dealer, encounters a customer seeking to pawn an item. With a comical twist, the customer explains her predicament. She hilariously demands assistance, unaware of the impossibility of the situation.
Too heavy to carry?
I need the base. So I can't take it in pawn.
You Georgia peach looking mother. Now, if you can't help me, bitch, get someone else that can.
This customer constantly, persistently pleads for help, emphasizing her dilemma. Now, despite her persistence, Ashley can't comply due to the missing base. The customer's escalating frustration leads to demands for a manager or supervisor, but to no avail. Tensions begin to rise as the customer insults Ashley, resulting in security intervention, highlighting the humor of the situation.
Ashley, Seth, and Karen to the office, please. Ashley, Seth, and Karen. So I got your results back from the secret shopper. Taking care of this customer. What is the first thing you see? 3 rings on the showcase.
That's not allowed.
Right. So one item out at a time. Now let's fast forward. Told somebody that you'd come back.
Like I said, I'd send somebody over.
But nobody ended up coming over.
Les, the silver-haired sultan of secondhand, calls his court jesters, Ashley and Seth, to the throne room. Apparently, he had a secret shopper, Ava, visit the pawn shop, and the results were not the best. Ashley and Seth exchange nervous glances, wondering if Les is going to unleash his legendary roar or just some good-natured pawn.
That you'd come back.
I said I'd send somebody over.
But nobody ended up coming over. Now, how about this one? Wait till I show you this.
I yawn.
In front of a customer?
Maybe that happened one time out of like maybe the past 20 years that I've been here.
That particular day.
Les unleashes his claws. He throws Bobby under the bus for displaying 3 rings at once, a cardinal sin in Les land. Then he tears into Seth for taking too long to help a customer, accusing him of being slower than a pawnbroker on vacation. Ashley, sensing an opportunity, crosses her arms and silently whispers, "Uh-oh, somebody's feeling the heat."
Look at how Linda took care of this person.
This would run you $1,700 here.
That's the best way to go. Look at how he's showing the television set. In Steve's report, and let me show you who got a 98 out of 100. Karen. Look at the way that she's handling the customer.
I'm so happy I was able to help you today.
98.
Les shifts his focus, showcasing the shining examples of Linda and JP. Linda, the Diamond 9 diva, expertly appraises a watch, while JP, the tech titan, demonstrates a TV with the enthusiasm of a kid on Christmas morning. Ashley takes a mental note, scribbling "Be more Linda, less Seth" on her pawn-shaped notepad.
98. The most important thing that we have to offer is customer service.
You could learn something from me.
A rose near 2 thorns.
Les, I'm just doing my job.
I'm very proud of you.
Les reveals the ultimate scorecard. Karen, the customer service queen, scored a perfect 98. Ashley and Seth slump in their chairs, feeling like yesterday's jewelry. But Les throws Ashley a bone, calling her a rose between 2 thorns. A not-so-subtle dig at Seth. So Ashley puffs at her chest, basking in the rare praise, while Seth silently vows to outshine Karen next time.
Is there something you need help with? No, I'm just browsing. Okay, sounds good. Anything catches your eye that you want me to pull out? I was kind of looking at some of these watches. Okay. Something wrong? Yeah, my phone. I just let my... Did you take my phone? On the showcase.
In a pawn shop far, far away from common sense, a customer's quest for an invisible phone turns the store into a circus. Imagine a magician's act gone wrong. Now add grumpy customers and confused employees. It's a comedy of errors where the only thing missing is the phone that everybody's looking for.
Look, I ain't crazy, damn it. I just laid my phone there. Yo, you better get off because get the manager. You
Another customer in the store, you have got to get out.
Y'all, please, listen.
As chaos reigns supreme, the invisible phone saga transforms into a slapstick showdown. Consider a scene from a stupid action film, but with canes instead of firearms, and insults flying quicker than a swarm of birds. It's like a sitcom on steroids, with each character competing for the title of most absurd performance.
I'm out of here, yo.
Their business outside.
Nobody don't got time for this, yo. Get this old ass. Hey, what's your problem?
Oh, my
For
God.
heaven's sake.
You ain't gonna need that cane. Go ahead, put the cane down. Chill out. Gangster, calm down.
Yeah, all right.
Man, don't hurt nobody. And watch how you use that cane.
Shut the hell up.
You got grandkids?
Granddad.
Have a nice day.
Now, as the dust settles, the pawn shop resembles a battlefield of comedic proportions. With tempers cooled, the invisible phone remains the elusive star of this absurd show. And when the curtain falls on this hilarious display, only one thing is certain: nobody's gonna leave with their sense of worth intact.
Hi, I'm trying to pawn this chain.
Yeah, we won't be able to take this.
Why you want me to take?
Why are you screaming?
Because I want my mother money. I'm a boss. That's what I do. Get my money.
You're gonna come and get it?
One way or another.
All right, well, I'll come and give it to you.
Yeah.
So this guy strolls in all confident, trying to pawn off some chain. He's like, "I want $250 for this." But hold up, it's faker than a $3 bill. The drama unfolds as he demands his mother money and threatens to take it by force. Oh man, well, we got ourselves a boss in the making right here.
Where's it at?
Back up. Okay. First of all, that's not real.
What?
Do you want me to let you pawn your watch for $250?
Here comes round 2. The guy's still clinging onto that delusion, insisting that it's real bling. However, they're not having any of it, threatening to remove him if he doesn't turn down the volume. But at least he's willing to compromise. Now, will he finally accept reality, or is he going to keep shouting his way to nowhere?
I'll take the 250.
Wow, changing a tone now.
Yeah.
Want to follow me this way?
Thanks for helping me.
Oh, take a look at that. The guy finally got a soft spot and finally ready to see reason. 250? Yeah, sure. Talk about a change of tune. And with that, he's off to his next journey.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi, how are you?
I'm all right. My girlfriend, she came up here and she got rid of my Xbox 360 and I came up here to get it back.
She got rid of your Xbox?
Yeah, we got into an argument and I woke up and it wasn't there. So I called her and I asked her where was it at and she told me it was up here. So I just came up here to get it back.
Okay, it's not just gonna give you your 360.
You just need to give me my stuff.
No, I don't need to do anything.
I don't have no ticket.
Okay, you done?
Y'all just need to hand me my because I'm gone.
You gonna what?
What y'all supposed to have some security guards or something? Y'all looking at me and
He can look at whoever he wants. He's our guard here. So.
Like I was saying, can I just have
No.
Can I just have
So here's this guy, right? He waltzes into the shop like he's lost his favorite pair of socks in the laundry. Turns out his girl threw out his Xbox 360. And he's all like, I need it back. And Ashley's there, cool as a cucumber, asking for a ticket. Ticket to what? The Xbox amusement park? Classic mix-up.
Another one?
Well, let me just look for one that I want to grab.
Okay, you go that way. I'll show you some. Wait right
Hey, what
here,
360s there, bro?
I'll sell you one for $200.
No, I can grab one for free.
Excuse me?
Now, the guy's on a mission, but Ashley's playing hardball. No ticket, no Xbox, she says. But our hero ain't having it. He's all like, just give me my stuff. Like, bro, do you even have a receipt? And then he tries some Jedi mind trick about grabbing one for free. Nice try, buddy, but this ain't a buy one, get one free sale.
Oh, I got the feeling that, yeah, he really into video games because he tried to warp out of here to like another world. You know what I'm saying? Get out of here.
Get the out. Now.
All right, now.
Don't ever step back.
You gonna make me move?
It pissed me off. I've never seen somebody run around my store like that. I've never seen somebody jump in a barrel. I've seen some crazy but never that.
Then it gets wild because the guy hops into a barrel and attempts to warp out of there. Now Ashley's telling security to get him out of there, and it's an entire circus. The guy finally bolts, and Ashley's left scratching her head wondering what the heck just happened. Never a dull moment in the pawn shop.
Hi, how are you?
Got a little bit of a problem.
Can't imagine why.
My kids were playing around last night, broke my teeth. Now I have no teeth.
They broke all your teeth?
I had dentures. So they
How'd
were
they
playing.
bring them?
They flushed them down the toilet.
And you want how much?
About $300.
$300. So I'm not gonna be able to give you 300.
Two?
No. See, the issue is it has to be a certain amount of weight.
A woman with a smile like a jack-o'-lantern enters, claiming that her mischievous children flushed her dentures down the porcelain plunge. Now she offers a promise ring as collateral, hoping for $300 to buy replacements. Ashley politely informs her that it's more like a $10 promise, triggering a meltdown worthy of a Shakespearean tragedy.
For me to pay you for the silver.
Right, I understand it ain't worth all that, so what can you give me?
$10 to buy it.
No, I need more than $10. See, I have no teeth.
Right,
I go
so
to work
I'm not
tomorrow.
paying you for your teeth.
Okay, well, what the can you do then?
The woman launches into a guilt trip that would make even Mother Teresa flinch. Now Ashley stands firm, offering a measly $10 just to get rid of the verbal hurricane. But oh no, our toothless typhoon isn't satisfied. She throws insults like confetti, calling Ashley names that would make a sailor blush.
Takes one to know one, doesn't it? Talk a lot of smart, bitch. I do, and so do you. Keep walking. Now what?
I'm here.
Now what?
I'm here.
Keep walking.
Bitch, my car's this way.
Lucky Ashley didn't knock the teeth out your mouth.
Ashley, pushed to her limit, unleashes her inner dragon. The woman, finally defeated, slinks away, muttering threats. Ashley, victorious but slightly singed, sighs. One down, a million more to go.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I like your nail polish colors.
Thank you.
What do we got here? A laptop?
Laptop.
You type in your password? What brings you in today?
I just want to pound it in so I can give my sister some money.
All right, I can do 150, and that's what I can do.
Okay, can you do 165 or not?
I can do 150.
Okay, I know what, I ain't got time.
Ashley greets the woman with nail polish flair. But oh boy, we got an issue. This is a laptop fiasco. Now she's trying to get cash for her sister's birthday bash, but the password's playing hide and seek. Now she's clueless, and Ashley's like, try again, but it's like asking a goldfish to play chess. Negotiations start to begin, or do they?
I ain't got time for this.
I'm here to help you.
Okay, well, you have a really, really bad attitude. It's like you don't like your job. If you don't like your job, you shouldn't work here, sweetheart. I'm sorry, you really shouldn't.
I haven't even talked. I said I could go 150.
The way you treat your customers is so disrespectful.
I actually asked.
It's so disrespectful. Well, I'm sorry. I told you, I can't take 150.
You know what's disrespectful?
Learn how to talk. Learn how to talk. Learn how to talk.
Have a good day.
You were too silly.
So are you.
Don't touch my stuff. You were so silly.
If you want me to...
It's a bargain battle royale. Now the woman wants $165, but Ashley's all like, I'll give you $150, and it's a standoff. Then, boom, attitude explosion. The woman's throwing verbal haymakers like it's a boxing match. Ashley's like, hold up, honey, don't sass the cashier. But the woman's not backing down, even if it means storming out in a huff.
Want me to help you? Your worst mistake is to tell me off.
I could take my business somewhere else.
Are you a lady or are you a baby?
Excuse me, sweetheart.
About it.
I'm running the next door.
You think you're really gonna be able to handle that?
I did this one. I did all the heavy lifting with him.
You coming to the door like you gonna do something?
But, ma'am, you need to go.
You don't know me, bitch. You looking at me like you wanna do something? Do something.
We get folks of all kind, happy, sad.
Bye. Bye.
What more can we do, you know?
Walk away with a smile.
Talk about a grand finale, folks. The woman's on her way out, but not without some parting shots. Now she's throwing shade like it's confetti, calling everyone out like it's a reality TV showdown. But in the end, it's all smiles for Ashley and her crew as they bid adieu to the drama and welcome the next wacky adventure in the pawn shop saga. In the end, Robert storms out, swearing never to return like some kind of reality TV diva. Classic entertainment, folks. You couldn't make any of this up if you tried.
You looking at, mother? Get the off me. Hey, what the
No, Mom, calm down.
You won't believe how much this customer did when he couldn't take in the truth.
Get the out of here, man.
Get
out of here.
Why are you standing behind me?
It's a bright and sunny day at the pawn shop. But hold on to your hats, because we're in for a wild ride. This cool and laid-back Albanian dude strolls in with a bunch of ancient comic books. When I say cool, I mean it. Like, look at this.
Les. Ganti, how you doing?
What's your name?
Ganti.
Genti?
Yeah.
Where are you from?
He's got dollar signs in his eyes, thinking they're worth a fortune. But is he in for a surprise or what? Les and Ashley, the shop owners, give them their usual warm welcome. The customer proudly showcases his prize comics, claiming they're from the groovy 70s and in mint condition. He's even bold enough to demand a whopping $2,000 for the lot. What? They are shocked.
How much did you want for him?
I was looking around 2,000, man.
$2,000?
But our savvy Ashley ain't falling for it. She spots the bent corners and unimpressive preservation, grilling the customer about their sorry state. Poor fella, he's speechless. Didn't see that coming, did he?
Do you see the edges?
That's just one of them. Come on.
No, actually, that's all.
Ashley cuts straight to the chase and offers a jaw-dropping $5 for the entire stack. Yep, you heard it right. A gigantic drop from his lofty $2,000 expectation. Naturally, our customer isn't happy with the lowball and tries to haggle. But kudos to Ashley and Les. They hold their ground, eventually nudging the price up to a massive $6.
Come on, you guys, just work with me a little bit. Give me something, you know what I mean?
6?
And that's when things go from zero to chaos. Our previously calm customer suddenly loses it, accusing the shop of playing mind games. Leslie tries to calm him down, reassuring him they're not joking around. But no, he won't take their word for it. He insists on verifying the authenticity of the comics, and Ashley's response takes him to new levels of shock.
From the 1970s.
So am I.
I don't go where you.
Oh boy, buckle up, because it's all downhill from here. The customer starts swearing up a storm, slamming the table like a man possessed. He's convinced he's being duped, and boy is he fuming.
Like you're playing me right now, because I know this is worth way more than $6.
The situation gets so out of hand that a burly bodyguard has to step in and escort him out. But wait, there's more. Right before leaving, he pulls a move that really ticks off another customer. Talk about adding fuel to the fire.
Get the
cost me. Hey, what the you look? Come here.
Next thing you know, we're witnessing an impromptu street brawl right inside the shop. These two customers throw punches like they're in a heavyweight championship match. And let me tell you, it's a hilarious sight to behold.
Come on, fuck me. Oh, you little bitch.
Eventually, the bodyguards swoop in like superheroes and drag both fighters out. Man, talk about a show. After the dust settles, our Albanian friend tries to save face with a final quip. I'm Albanian, baby. Well, my friend, you've certainly lived up to that fiery reputation of yours. What a roller coaster of a pawn-shop experience, folks. Seth steps up and asks the customer to read the sign again. He patiently explains what it actually means. But does our furious customer listen? No way. He's sticking to his guns, dead set on his demands. He even goes back and snatches the sign to show it to the receptionist. Seriously, what did the plan ever do to you, man? And off he angrily storms away. It's never a dull day around here, is it? This next lady has real poor luck, but it does not excuse her behavior.
Wait, man. The door's right there. Have a good day.
Because you got a big dude, you think you hot?
So this lady storms into the store demanding her stuff back, which happens to be just 2 TVs. The receptionist asks her for some ID and tickets as proof, but this lady is completely clueless.
I need your ID or the tickets.
My what?
She doesn't have any of those things, and here comes the shocker. Her boyfriend pawned off her belongings. Can you believe it? Now she wants them back, and it's a pretty messed up situation to be honest. She explains to the receptionist that she can't provide the required documents because her no-good boyfriend isn't even around anymore. He left her high and dry. Ouch, that's gotta hurt. Now Ashley, who overhears the whole thing, initially sympathizes with this poor girl. But hold up, that sympathy doesn't last for long, and for good reason.
I feel terrible for her, but I can't help her without her ticket.
This customer suddenly loses her mind, like all the anger in the world has consumed her. And guess what she does next? Brace yourselves, people. She starts yelling and banging on the glass window, demanding her precious TV.
Don't bang on my window!
Seriously, that's not how you get things done. Even if someone is trying to help you, no one will tolerate that kind of behavior. Ashley, understandably furious, tells her to back off. The situation gets so heated that Ashley has to step out of the room to confront this unruly customer. And guess what? This lady has the audacity to threaten Ashley. Well, Ashley isn't one to back down, so she tells her to get the heck out of the shop. This customer is beyond crazy, I tell you. It seems like she had a truckload of problems even before she set foot in the store.
What? I dare you.
Now, the bodyguard steps in to escort her out, but oh boy, this girl goes on a rampage. She knocks over everything in her path, completely enraged. Come on, girl, you seriously need to chill out.
Bye!
Finally, they manage to get her out of the shop, but you won't believe what happens next. Unlike the previous guy who threw a plant, this woman tries not once, not twice, but 3 freaking times to break back into the store. I mean, seriously, woman, get a grip on yourself. This is just embarrassing for everyone involved.
But damn it, we're not your local psychologist neither.
Even the bodyguard has had enough at this point, and he can only imagine what kind of crazy exchange must have taken place. Man, oh man, what a wild scene that must have been. This next guy is the most polite guy you'll see, but things take an interesting turn.
I'm trying to help you solve your issue.
What you mean?
Well, folks, let me tell you about this wild encounter that went down, starting with a seemingly innocent greeting.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Well, actually, I'm not doing so good.
Little did anyone know, trouble was brewing. You see, this poor customer was feeling down because his dear grandma had passed away. He needed to sell something urgently to scrape together enough cash to cover his rent. Now that's a tough spot to be in, right? Enter Ashley, a real gem of a person. She genuinely empathized with this guy and offered a helping hand. So the dude decides to sell his late grandma's ring, thinking it's made of real gold and worth a fortune. Ashley, being the responsible gal she is, takes a good look at the ring to verify its authenticity. And guess what? It's not the real deal, folks. It's as fake as a knockoff Rolex.
Okay. Do you have anything?
Naturally, Ashley breaks the news to the guy and asks if he's got anything else to pawn instead. But this fella, he ain't buying it. He's convinced that Ashley's got it all wrong. and he wasted his precious time chatting with her. Well, hold your horses, buddy. Ashley calmly reassures him that his time wasn't wasted and suggested he could pawn his TV instead. But oh boy, this suggestion hit a nerve. He starts acting all weird and uncooperative, throwing a tantrum.
TV, you can pawn your TV.
What the I look like?
Now, here's where things get intense. Ashley's just trying her darn best to help this guy out, but he's not having it. He demands his ring back and starts searching for someone else to deal with.
I'm trying to do whatever I can to help him.
This not making no sense.
And when Ashley tries to explain that she's simply doing her job to lend a hand, it's like a switch flip inside this guy's head. He goes ballistic, questioning Ashley's every move and acting all erratic. It's honestly a bit scary, folks. Believe it or not, this fella has the audacity to tell Ashley to lower her voice, even though he's the one causing all the ruckus. Talk about pushing boundaries. He even has the nerve to put his hand on her face trying to belittle her. And get this, he's not even listening.
Lower your voice.
Don't
Lower your
tell
voice.
me
Lower
what
your
to do.
voice.
Don't
Lower
push
your
your-
voice.
He's busy with his threats, making Ashley's job even harder. But our girl Ashley, bless her heart, stands her ground like a champ. But wait for it, folks. Here comes the jaw-dropping twist. Out of nowhere, a hero emerges.
My face.
Lower your
Don't
voice.
put your
You got
finger
me.
in my
No, you got me.
Bam! This mysterious stranger slams our angry customer to the ground WWE style. Can you believe it? And that's not all, folks. This hero then grabs the unruly fella and drags him out of the place. Because guess what? The dude still won't quit.
On the ground. On the ground. On the ground, mother.
He keeps up with his nonsense, making threats and vowing to return for more. Seriously, what on earth did Ashley ever do to deserve this kind of treatment? It's downright mind-boggling, folks. Well, the last person on this list is no less than any other irrational person than earlier.
If the item was worth the money, I would give her money, but he was a loudmouth.
It's just another ordinary day at the shop when this woman walks in, hoping to make some quick cash by selling her jewelry. Pretty common scenario, right?
How you doing?
I'm good.
What kind of fun is here?
Well, here's the twist. It's also quite common for people to claim that their jewelry is real, when in fact, it's not. But it all depends on how they react when they find out the truth. Now, this particular woman already seems a bit agitated as she approaches the counter to sell her rose gold earrings. Les, the shopkeeper, takes a look at the earrings and bluntly informs her that the color is not real. Surprise, surprise.
I can feel you.
Okay, so what's up?
They're not real.
The woman didn't see that coming. Les goes on to explain why the color is faded, indicating that the earrings are not made of real gold. Now, you'd expect her to accept the reality and move on, right? Nope, not this lady. Instead, she comes up with a lame response like, well, duh, that's because it's rose gold. Seriously? I mean, it's common knowledge that when the color starts fading on real gold, it's a clear sign that it's not genuine. But this woman insists it's two-tone rose gold, while Les insists it's just some base metal.
They were just base metal. It's not gold. Base metal is going to turn colors when you put chemicals on it.
Come on, lady, listen to the expert here instead of getting all rude. The fact is, base metal changes colors, not real gold. It's pretty clear that this woman just wants some money and has the audacity to demand $200 for those earrings. And as if being rude wasn't enough, she starts hurling abuse at poor Les.
That real rose gold earrings, man, I need $200 right now. What the is the...
Talk about being confused and disrespected. I can't blame Les for not taking that kind of nonsense. So the bodyguard steps in to escort the woman out of the shop. But guess what? She keeps insisting that she wants her money and even asks the bodyguard to check the earrings again. Seriously, lady, drop it already. Here's the funny part, and you'll never guess what Les did next.
Yeah.
You want me to wrap these up?
Yes, he did that. I mean, why bother with someone who refuses to listen, right? Eventually, the woman is escorted out by Les and the bodyguard. But she doesn't give up that easily. She actually tries to break into the shop not once, not twice, but 3 times. I can't help but feel secondhand embarrassment for her. It's like witnessing pure insanity.
He's out.
In conclusion, this woman's behavior was out of line. Instead of accepting the truth and moving on, she chose to be rude, abusive, and persistent. It's a good thing Les and the bodyguard stood their ground and didn't let her disrupt the shop. Let's hope she learns a lesson from this and thinks twice before causing such a scene in the future.
My dad truly believed that this glass could be something.
Space for years.
And you never know what surprises will walk through that door. we've got Seth bringing in something that's blowing everyone's mind, and boy is he in for a shock. Our friend Penny rolls in with a rare 83 T-top Cutlass, lowrider frames, and a fully customized beauty. Whoa, whoa, whoa! This is the stuff dreams are made of. These babies are like finding a needle in a haystack these days, and you can see Seth's eyes light up with excitement. Easy there, Seth, don't get too carried away.
We see all types of old cars come through the store.
Does it do the four-wheel hop?
It could if you wanted it to.
This amazing car is decked out with 4 switches and can hop up to 72 inches in the front. And guess what? If you're up for it, it can even do a 4-wheel hop. Talk about a versatile ride.
If you wanted it to, it's equipped to. But it's very rare we see a tricked out car that actually jumps off the ground.
This car is the real deal, folks. It's got all the bells and whistles you could imagine. How often do you come across a fully equipped ride like this? Seth can't help but admit that it's incredibly rare to see a car that's not only fully customized, but can also jump off the ground. He can't resist showing off, telling us about the car's 4 hydraulic pumps and a whopping 14 deep cycle batteries. More batteries mean more power, right? Seth and his buddy can't resist the temptation to hop in and experience it firsthand. And let me tell you, they are having a blast. Now, Seth really wants this car, but he wants it at the right price. Penny, on the other hand, is hoping to fetch $12,000 for it. Will Seth bite the bullet and make the deal? Well, here's the twist.
How about $4,000?
Seth is only willing to dish out $4,000 for it. Whoa, talk about a huge drop. You can see the disappointment on Penny's face. He explains that he spent $4,000 just on the paint job alone. After some negotiation, Penny agrees to settle for $10,000. But Seth tries to push it further, offering $7,000. You know he wants it.
It's very rare we see a tricked out car that actually jumps off the ground.
Penny, being the wise guy he is, doesn't take the deal. In the end, they part ways on good terms. Well, folks, let's hope Penny finds another buyer who's willing to meet his price for this fully customized car. It's always a thrill to see unique items like this in the pawn shop. And who knows what will come through those doors next. Stay tuned for more pawn shop adventures. But here comes another gem-filled day at Les's pawn shop. We have a woman who's brought in some stones she discovered at her late grandmother's house. Her goal? To gather enough cash to cover her dear grandma's funeral expenses. Poor thing, she's not quite sure about the value of these stones and is expecting to receive a modest sum for them.
Younger.
How much did you want for these?
Anything would help, like $50 or $100.
Enter Ashley, who wants to assist but has serious doubts about the authenticity of these gems. Who knows what other surprises await us in the future? Stay tuned, folks, because the adventure at Les's pawn shop is far from over. Hold on to your seats because this next guy is about to unleash some of the rarest goodies on the market. Brace yourself.